From the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. I'm inviting you to see firsthand what's happening on the streets of Ramsey County, and to share the work of our office. Firsthand what's happening on the streets of Ramsey waterways, and to share the work of our office. We'll talk with you about jail, safety, and much more. And we'll have an honest conversation about the increase in crime and what we can do about it.
For us, go to back on Howard. 6-6, I can advise. Should be advising 10-11.
Still walking north St. Alvin and Hague.
Well, welcome back.
Copy, still walking.
We're about to start our patrol duties tonight at 9/11. We'll just wait for a few other viewers to get logged on so we can start out as a team. You're looking at the St. Paul Police Department main front door, and in the background is a beautiful sunset behind the cathedral. Not sure if you can see the cathedral behind those trees, but it's probably one of the most beautiful nights. I might just pull here and make sure you can. There you go. Coming to you live from the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. Live from the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. Live from the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. I'm inviting you to see firsthand what's happening on the streets of Ramsey County, and to share the work of our office. Firsthand what's happening on the streets of Ramsey waterways, and to share the work of our office. We'll talk with you about jail, safety, and much more. And we'll have an honest conversation about the increase in crime and what we can do about it.
For us, go to back on Howard. 6-6, I can advise. Should be advising 10-11.
Still walking north St. Alvin and Hague.
Well, welcome back.
Copy, still walking.
We're about to start our patrol duties tonight at 9/11. We'll just wait for a few other viewers to get logged on so we can start out as a team. You're looking at the St. Paul Police Department main front door, and in the background is a beautiful sunset behind the cathedral. Not sure if you can see the cathedral behind those trees, but it's probably one of the most beautiful nights. I might just pull here and make sure you can. There you go. Make sure you can see the cathedral out there in the distance. It's been a relatively slow night, although the last 3 days have been busy. You know, since we were together on Monday, there's a pizza delivery man out on the 2100 block of Pinehurst in Highland Park that was robbed of his belongings and his car. We don't have a lot of crime out there, but it's been increasing crime out in Highland. There have been a number of robberies as well. The other night we had a shooting incident right behind Commissioner Tony Carter's house up on Central up there. Several casings found in the street. I happened to talk to her today, and she said it definitely woke her up, and she heard the officers out looking for the casings. So again, we're in the Central District. It's St. Paul Police Headquarters is also the headquarters for the Central District. As many of you know from our other shows, there are 6 precincts, 3 precincts in St. Paul, and 6 frequencies, and then 3 frequencies in the suburbs. So we're gonna stay on the frequency that we're patrolling. Right now we're in Central. We will hit all over the county tonight. I know someone asked about the northern border.
You can cancel the
The northern border of Ramsey County is actually County Road J. So you're familiar with County Road B. I mentioned the other night that Larpenteur technically is County Road A. So every time you go from Larpenteur to County Road B to County Road C, D, E, F, G, G is Highway 96, and then H, I, and J is the northern border in the county. It's the northern border up there, Shoreview and Viper Township. We're just headed into downtown here for a minute, just to see what's happening downtown. Yes, it is just a gorgeous night out here. Expect that it will be busy. I do have a partner tonight, and so you might hear another voice here in the car. My partner's name is Pat, and you probably heard that 2 of our deputies were shot at night before last. They were out on traffic on Highway 36 and Rice Street, and the car going the other way. They were facing westbound, a car going east fired several rounds at them, and thankfully they were not struck. Their car wasn't hit either, but there are several casings found in the street. And one of the worst things, of course, that worst fears of being on a traffic stop. Traffic stops are extremely dangerous.
This suspect is still on scene.
Extremely dangerous in general. Keep you posted if we hear something on the radio. We're just downtown on 7th Street. You know, historically, for those that are old enough, there was a loop on 7th Street. There was a downtown loop where cars would drive around at length.
We're getting reports in Sibley of 50 to 100 people gathering. Unknown what's going on, but they are blocking traffic.
Copy. 261, pull me out with them. 201 copies.
2117.
828.
Copy.
At least use the S word, not the Q word.
Just taking a look at the CAD.
Bravo 759, EOG.
Okay, nice.
Minnesota Children's Museum. You know, a lot of fond memories downtown here. Mickey's Diner is up ahead. We'll go down St. Peter here for a minute.
384. Going back, eastbound copy. In progress burglary, 1225 White Bear Avenue North. Stated as a vacant house. There are 2 people in the home with flashlights. Truck in front of the address with multiple lawn tools.
1225 White Bear Burglary in progress.
Fletcher 9.
That's over on the east side. Now remember,
Roger 9.
there's 240 numbers to a half mile, 480 to a mile,
Situation's under control.
and
Copy.
Maryland is 1200 north. So
Squad 375.
that's just a little bit north of Maryland, a couple houses.
375.
Assisted, I'll go 384.
1019.
306, I copy, and I also copy the fact that it's a vacant house, correct?
Affirm, I'm just checking the website right now.
Copy.
1019.
A few people downtown, that's great. We love to see people enjoying downtown St. Paul. Of course, the Wild is a great addition downtown.
286, advised. 2119.
This guy won't pull out on us. I'm gonna drive by City Hall. I got a lot of good memories down here.
And 306, I did check. That address is on the vacant
Did
website.
serve in the city council for a while, and
Copy.
2119.
you know, one of my memories is right here on the north side of City Hall, the 4th Street side, right here. I'd come out at lunchtime and
5181 and
there would be Hot Dog Joe right here. He had one of his trailers right here, Hot Dog Joe Keller.
1900.
For those of you that remember him, great,
Compass surveillance.
great
on the
guy.
lot. Someone's picking up a boat.
We miss his hot dog
Be
stand.
there. Gonna be a 30 to 40-year-old white male, medium build. Last
4th
name on
Street.
the ticket is a Miller.
What's going on? Are we waiting? Looks like you guys are waiting for fireworks.
Well, here they are.
Well, there you go. You got our lights on. What's happening?
Just enjoying the weather.
It's beautiful out, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You guys live downtown, or? And you're just out on the street to enjoy the weather.
Taken out of service.
That's awesome. That's anything we can do for you guys? A little siren? Hey, have a great night. Thank you.
Take care.
See you later. Thank you.
193 on the CAD mark 267.
Yeah, it's beautiful out. People are actually out just enjoying it on the street. Doesn't get any better than that.
66
This is one of the best nights of the summer.
Yeah, this weather this week is fantastic. It's unbelievable. So I'm gonna see if we can help Hot Dog Joe get back in business. The pandemic's a good time for a few hot
Make sure
dogs,
they were,
hot dog stands.
Area.
Copy. Checking your status with the juvenile.
All
Go
right.
for it. We're going east on the north.
Copy code 4, heading east on Eaglehart. 2121.
Down here at 5th and Minnesota, it seems pretty quiet. Lots of nights, there's a lot of activity down here.
Copy checking 840 Marshall in relation 2122.
How's it going? Beautiful night, huh? Have a good one. So,
674 Stewart.
That's 674 Eaglehart.
at some point, for those of you that are watching, we looked at the old one. At some point, we're going to have to come up with a name for this this activity. So some people have called and left messages. If you got a good name for what we should call this Facebook Live patrol event, let us know. Put it in the comments or text me. Like I mentioned earlier, we got a phone that takes text. We're not going to answer it, but it's 651-448-3810. 448-3810. This building right in front of you right there is the original police station Actually, when I started, that's the building that we all started in. And then we trained in the building across the street.
Backyard unknown location of the
But-
other two parties.
A lot of history here on 10th Street. 10th Street, you can see the front. When they remodeled this building, they saved the front. That was part of the agreement, the historical front. 101 10th Street. Still has the same address. Now it's the Penfield Apartments. And you think about all the history inside those walls.
So from CN is
I'm not sure when that was built. Someone could look it up for me, but you know. But just some great history. All right, we're gonna leave downtown and run up on Rice Street. See what's happening up there. We did have shots fired up on Winnipeg. I mentioned the other night that it's kind of a gang hangout on Winnipeg there, and there were some shots fired earlier. Nobody was hurt. You know, you can't beat how beautiful it is. Remember I mentioned Billy's too over on Grand Avenue, where late at night those places were getting crowded and busy. We had some fights over there. But Billy's closed for a while on Grand because of COVID. But in the meantime, they contacted us and asked if we could allow some deputies to work off duty there at Billy's on Grand. And I approved that, and there are 2 deputies starting there tonight. We'll stop in and check on them later. Most of the trouble there, if there is trouble, starts after 11, and hopefully they can keep a lid on any illegal activity. So we're gonna run up on Rice Street, see what's happening at Bourne's and up at Winnipeg.
Clear for color, no issue.
Getting a few ideas for the name for your rides.
I don't know. I can't read. Pat can kind of read a little bit, but we really got to keep our eyes on the road. But keep sending us those ideas for the names for these virtual. I guess it's not virtual. It is a real ride along. If something happens to us, it actually happens. We don't get to respawn. Respawn. But oh, sure. Yeah, they're Ramsey 911. And by the way, on the text, I don't know who you are when you text. Pat's actually holding the phone, so just so you know, I'm not distracted. Go ahead and read some of the names there, Pat.
Well, D. Walsh would like to know if you've ever had to deliver a baby while on duty.
Very close. I've been there. I haven't single-handedly delivered one, but I have been there while a woman was giving birth, and thankfully the medic showed up just in time.
We've got a Fridays with Fletcher for an idea. Ramsey 911. Sharon Scott says Friday night with Fletch.
Well,
On the beat with Bob or Bob's beat.
so here we go up Rice Street.
5181, checking your status.
Remember, when we're talking squad car numbers, if you hear the radios, the central cars are 200s.
And if he calls again, he's going to need to be put on transport.
The St. Paul West cars are 100. St. Paul East Side are 300s. Then you'll hear some 400s that are St. Paul gangs or force unit. And of course 500s are the downtown beat. The 4000s are Maplewood. The 2000s are Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. 5000s are Roseville. So we'll try to You know, and by the way, I know you have their scanner apps are good, but the scanner apps are not good enough at giving you all the frequencies. If
What's about 265 and 267?
hang on, we're going to listen to this call 265, 267, and we're in the district.
265.
267. Disturbance at 313 Sherman Street. In the parking lot, there's a solar station wagon with loud music.
313 Sherman, that's down south of us there. Off of West 7th, I think, isn't it? Pat?
Yeah, right off of West 7th.
there, Sherman. And we're headed north.
You're fine.
We are headed north.
265, copy, thank you.
2120.
Where the Horseshoe Bar used to be, right?
Yeah, Horseshoe Bar,
Stall House.
Stall House.
Just Aaron County, good chance that there's a stolen ski teak behind a red pickup truck. Time delay of whenever the call came out.
In that central
delay
radar.
of 10 minutes. 2129.
Not sure where that is, but up in the central cars, up in the suburbs, say there's people.
177 and 175. Cops represented Jesse at Whole Foods at 1575 Selby. For a male who was harassing the cop along with an elderly female on the street. Both cop and the female have since left the address. Male subject is a 35-year-old Hispanic male, 250 pounds, wearing a gray tank top, shorts, black shoes, carrying a black backpack, blessing on the corner in front of Whole Foods at 2130.
So they heard a party at Whole Foods at over on Snelling.
362, the house is clear.
Selby and Snelling.
Copy, the residence is clear, 2130.
If a serious call came out that involved a shooting or a person with a weapon or something, we'd of course fly over there like we did the other night during the Aldine shooting. But odds are at this point, squads are going to get there well before us. And our presence isn't necessary. Sometimes it's hard to not run around. But so here we are in Winnipeg again. We're going to drive down Winnipeg, get a little more comfortable. Now that I got my partner here, young man there, kind of concealing something in his belt, didn't you think, Pat?
Yeah, sure looked like it.
Yeah.
Bravo 415.
It's probably the most,
Bravo 415.
if there's a street that's the most dangerous for cops to drive down,
I'm code 4, thank you though.
right now this is it.
Welcome, code 42131.
But you got to drive down. You can't yield any street to any particular group.
Have a good night, 2131.
It was definitely
Spot 269 and 265.
skittish about us being there, huh?
Hey, yeah, you think?
265.
2132.
5182.
For a fight, 5th and Sibley. 7 people fighting in the middle of the street. There is 1 person on the ground.
We were just down there, 5th and Sibley, people fighting on the ground, and it's probably
265, copy.
a function of the homelessness down there. Down at Sibley, that's
2132.
near Mears Park there.
820, we'll drive up the block, see what we see.
820, that's the gang unit roaming in there. After you.
Go ahead.
281, send me that also.
Copy.
I think he liked us better before he saw the lights.
525.
How's it going?
LEC.
Yeah, you're good, huh? You're good. What, you got a shirt for you there or what? You were sleeping in his shirt? Does that mean you're dumping him? Like you're giving him his shirt back, you know? No?
1409 Rock Drive.
You haven't told him yet?
Emails were dropped off a couple of hours ago. They're advising they are lost. We're waiting in the parking
She
lot.
won't do that to you. 12 years you guys have gone out?
2133.
That's amazing. Does he ever ask you to marry him or not? He hasn't? Yeah. I didn't mean to cause a domestic, you know. I think you better capture. Where's your home at then? Yeah.
178
Yeah.
copy. Took the suspicious.
Yeah, one block south. This Manitoba's not too bad, but that guy almost hit me, didn't he? Yeah, you enjoy your evening too. You're a beautiful woman. I think you should make her yours, huh? Huh, buddy? Huh? Except he's a Yankees fan. I don't know what that's about. She's got a nice car too.
820.
Charger?
I have to work.
Yeah, that's all going to be related to forces. So we'll be off for that.
Where you working at?
I do, I'm out in what? What is it?
Well, I'll let you guys go.
I guess.
Roseville? Okay, well, good. It's a good place to work. Nice to see you. What was your first name?
My name is
Bree. I'm Bob. This is Pat.
Hi.
Nice to see you. How about you, Bree?
What's going on?
I got a couple T-shirts in the back.
Oh,
See you guys.
See you later.
have a nice
See
night.
you. How's it going? It's all good.
4469. I'll take the welfare by phone.
25.
There's Bournes. Oh, it seems to be some form of disagreement outside. Here's the thing about disagreements, is that sometimes you're anxious to run up. You hear them verbally yelling at each other, arguing, and nobody's thrown a punch yet.
4489 Tango.
But as soon as you turn your red lights on and you show them you're coming, what happens? They start throwing punches. Because
Inevitably.
they think that, even no matter how bad the fight is,
69, everything is full force.
the police are here and I'm not gonna get hurt that bad.
Copy. Code 4 another squad needed. 21.
Sometimes the pride of argument leads people to
261, I'll be down.
want to fight if they know they're going to be rescued in a couple minutes by the police. So I don't always let them know it's us. So I mean, if they start fighting, then you got to be there. What's going on, gents?
2136.
It's all good. Beautiful night. Beautiful.
184, same traffic.
Yeah. I'll see if I can send any your way. All right. Send them your way.
I'll send them right to you.
71.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for worrying about us. What do we got here?
There's any Mountain View squads I can. There's any Mountain View squads I can start. 7355 Parkview Terrace. We have just occurred motor vehicle theft. It's a Lexus gray southbound on Parkview. Now we're working on the plate.
Gray
Copy, I'll break for that.
Motor vehicle theft.
Copy.
Sometimes these expensive cars have GPS in them so they can track them. That's the beauty if they can track afterward.
7107, the suspect arrived in an older red sedan, also took off same direction as traffic.
Assisted. And can you show me behind Mike Bravo Tango 275? Let's turn southbound on Hamlin from
There's double scoop.
Earl's got a felony theft warrant.
Favorite ice cream place. Stop in and say hi to Kevin.
Copy, turning southbound on Hamlin from Uni RO has a felony theft warrant. Do the squad with this. 178 Braider, Phobia team. 178 copy.
187.
180 copy.
Mama's Pizza, yeah, I drove by.
110, they're going,
5.
Hang on, we gotta switch over. We're gonna switch over to channel.
Tire at Hamlin and Uni.
Copy, heading northbound, east side of discount here at Hamlin and Uni.
He said prior, but I don't think that was right.
255, copy, thank you.
208.
coming up on Tin Cups here.
110, we're going back southbound. Just on the west side of LA Fitness.
Moving back southbound west side of LA Fitness. 7107.
Yeah, whatever squad that is.
The plate for that Lexus is going to be 843 Lima Lima Alpha.
We're now westbound.
Copy. Did we get a direction on H2 yet?
Negative.
It's Cub. I'm going to try to stop it here.
Copy in the area.
I heard my friend John Thompson is on the air. John Thompson, our future state rep, legislator. As I mentioned before, John and I are going to work on some hiring modifications to help get a more diverse workforce after he gets to the legislature. And try to expand the pool of people that we can hire so it's not quite such a narrow pool of people, and open it up to people with
And 5183 copies of the 911 hangout.
other degrees, maybe mental health workers, people that have other jobs and want to change, people with a sense of kindness inside of them as well.
And is there Roseville squad to start 2050 Brenner Avenue, Unit 2, Compass Strangle, suspects currently on scene. TC's working on further info.
Well, we should head up there.
5114, you can clear me.
We're not too far from that.
5183, do the same.
2050 Brenner to Compass Strangled.
7107.
7107.
Can you pass the info to Anoka, please, since they went west? I'll let you know in a minute here where they went.
Will do.
We're going to head up to that Brenner address in Roseville in case there's a suspect description. And there's a car scene leaving. And the phone number, if you want to text any phone numbers, not on there, but the ones we can read is 651-448-3810. 448-3810.
Suspect is a Randy Smith.
If you got any
45-year-old
questions.
native, male, 5'6", heavy build, no shirt, dark khaki pants.
Randy Smith.
Copy. Area.
All right, we're going to switch over to the Roseville frequency. We're not quite out of town yet, but we'll still scan the other ones. 651-448-3810. And if you got any ideas for the names of this Facebook Live event that we can put on there, please send them there or put them on the comments.
266, looks like you want somebody
Deputy
who wanted to
Chin
cancel.
suggests Ramsey beat or riding with Ramsey.
False alarms.
Ramsey beat or ride with Ramsey. I like it.
Perfect, thank you.
Let's see what else we got here.
Copy.
So
5185 Tango is en route to the Brenner Run as well. Copy.
I think we'll just use our lights and make tracks and head over to Brenner in case there's a car or somebody fleeing the scene.
7107.
We didn't get out in the suburbs very much the last 2 nights.
Sounds like the stolen went west H2 and north Silver, so I'm going to check the area of Holiday and then return to the comp. They're aware.
Copy.
That's a stolen Lexus up there by H2. Keep in mind H2
Father
is...
came on scene and possibly took the comp's vehicle, is no longer on scene.
Copy.
2172, I copy you to 1795 Holton. Looking for suspicious vehicle.
As you can tell, the volume of
Area
calls...
check, they're no longer on
The volume of calls is starting to pick up. Again, like our son Bobby always says, about 10-15 things start picking up.
Got a suggestion of the Bob Squad.
What, 375?
That's from Tammy.
375.
Fletcher on patrol by Diane.
Yeah, actually, I want you to come up with some names that don't have my name in it. Just see what, something, you know, like Friday Night Live. Friday Night Live. We had people call in and suggest that we put these in every car and allow them to have a website that they could go look and
177. Start to the AMA.
I will tell you that's coming. The future is this technology of being able to monitor.
175 to back and 107 to copy. For an AOA, correction 8.
5183.
There we go.
5183.
Hey Joe, if you're monitoring, we have our analysts monitoring. If you're monitoring,
180 copy.
keep in mind because we don't have too many radios on at once, we can't monitor every call. So that call that 175 was just sent to the AOA. If you could text Pat what that call is.
21st, sorry, go again.
I just want to make sure we're on top of that. So whatever 175 was just sent to you.
Copy 169, I'd like to keep it clear for now.
This Brennan address is way off the beaten path.
Copy that.
But we'll see if anybody gets there soon. So far, the woman that said she was strangled, no one has arrived.
2144. As per the caller, bullet went through his thigh and into his girlfriend's leg.
Oh. I think while we were scanning up in Roseville, there was a shooting down in St. Paul.
5180.
Sorry, last part, go again.
5180, you can show me arriving on the 911 at Motel 6, all advice for now.
Check it out.
What do you got there, buddy?
7107, 101.
10-1 from 7107. That's a stole. That's a Mounds View's looking for us.
That stolen cell phone silver at H2, it's fleeing.
There we go. That stolen Lexus is fleeing.
7121, premium, have me that. Copy.
I've got some decent traffic and he's causing a hazard. I'm going to terminate. It's cell phone coming up to H.
Cell phone coming up to H, terminating.
Description.
It's a gray Lexus SUV. It is, stand by the plate, 843 Lincoln Adam. There's a fresh stolen.
Is that your phone? No.
7135, what's the last location?
It's southbound Silver 3H. I have terminated at traffic speeds. I can still see it southbound.
Where does he say that call?
175 Charles. Friend accidentally shot himself in the leg.
No.
261, you can 10-8 me. I'll be back on my detail.
Thank you, Joe.
Copy.
175 Charles. That's that apartment complex that we were out on a couple nights.
7107 is never able to get sticks out of Lake Silver 694.
8197.
So we're gonna leave the Brennan call, assuming Roseville's there. Go over to the Mounds View car.
Are you able to get sticks? Copy.
So
they're asking for stop sticks to stop the fleeing Lexus.
Oh, so I copied. I'm just going to drive traffic speeds down to 694, make sure they didn't crash.
Copy.
8620, I didn't catch the plate, but there was a vehicle high rate of speed at 14th and Silver.
Copy, the plate's 843 Lima Alpha.
At 07, there was supposed to be a red vehicle with the suspect. I did not see it, so if there's a red older model vehicle in the area, that could be related.
One?
371, we're so close for.
Copy, 2148.
Well, it's a tough call. We got to decide whether he's going to continue southbound.
180.
or cut
Have
back
medics come
west.
in through the alley.
Copy. Have medics come into the alley. Authorized 21.
We're gonna figure that he's gonna stay southbound on Silver Lake and try to cut over here on C. He could cut over on D or E2. But at the rate he was flying south from, you know.
371.
371.
That you can disregard.
A little bit of construction.
Copy. 21. In.
Thankfully, those roads no longer have cars.
90, I'm at Silver and 694, and I don't see it, so I'm guessing it's on the highway somewhere.
I guess
Copy. We
it's,
can let stay now.
it's long by you, probably.
And 7107. Do you still want the air hose?
Well, that's if he's right and it got on the freeway,
7107.
Do you still want the 10-1?
then we'll go up and we'll sit on the freeway here.
Negative, I was just going to let you know you can clear it. We're just checking the area for now, thank you.
Copy. Canceling the 10-1 at 2149.
If it comes by us, we're gonna see it fly by.
Silver Lexus SUV.
Have them come through out.
U182.
5182.
Let me clear report. Send me another number for fraud using 1515 County Road B-Boy at Target. I'll still be out.
Will you know Alexis when you see it?
Yeah, be nice to know which model of Lexus SUV. Because they got some ones that are real square and utilitarian looking.
So where are we?
2432.
We're at
2432.
35W at County Road C.
Can you put in service reserve badge 930, and I will be the south of Park.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
$24.31.
2431.
In service reserve badge 934, I will be the North Park closer.
Okay.
These Stolens are always driving 10 to 15
5181.
faster than everybody else when they come by.
5181.
My call's acting pending for now. Have made the domestic.
Copy.
So we're at County Road C. That would be D, E,
Stand by.
F. So it's about, they're about 5 to 6 miles away from us.
5114. Checking your status.
After
The main was over the whole time. I didn't copy any of it.
after 5 minutes, we'll know he would be by us.
5114. Checking your status.
5114, we're controlled for now.
Copy. Controlled at 2151. I'm sorry, last squad, go again.
820, we'll be on that, sure.
All right, we're gonna head.
Copy out at Suburban 2151.
We're gonna head back south. Haven't heard any updates from Roseville, but I'm assuming they're.
Copy, stand by.
We caught our copy.
Copy 2152.
So we're not gonna head to Minneapolis, although Sheriff Hutchinson did invite us to come over and patrol with him. Some night we'll do that. Go patrol
122.
some of the areas, problem areas that
22.
he's been helping patrol with these deputies.
FYI, we're at Rose and Able. About a block or two south of the intersection, we saw aerial fireworks. Copy. I will let TCs know. Thank you.
Rose and Abel, they saw fireworks. They're just letting the comm center know, so
Oh,
they
Robert,
know there's
053.
no shots fired there. So County Road B again, and then we're headed south on Cleveland, and we will run into Larpenteur 1 mile south of us. And 480 numbers to every mile,
283.
240 to every half mile.
283.
Can you call back the cop and get a better location?
Yes, sir.
What do you think over there, Pat? You got any ideas? Any places we should go?
You've been hitting some good spots.
Well, we'll drive down Snelling Avenue and swing out down Thomas. See what's going on down there.
Say hi to my old friends at Willard's.
Yep. Yep. That'd be good. You see, it's a little quieter out here in Roseville.
That's sitting on the highway you did waiting for that SUV. That pays off so often.
Yeah. Yeah, patience is a big part of this game.
Heading 73, I'm in route to back up 74.
A lot of officers, I'll tell you, patience is a part of it, and then to be honest with you, we're driving the main streets in part because we're live. But the reality is, on a regular shift,
9171, you can
we would
send
try
me
to
the
get
truck driver in.
we would get on the side streets as often as possible, like the other night where we saw Charles there in Grotto. It's you know, there's more unusual stuff taking place on the side streets, and people that don't want the police to find them don't drive on the main streets. They drive on the side streets. Tom Barrett, I want to thank you for offering to buy the Twinkies tonight. So we are going to stop at Rice, Pennsylvania later on, Tommy. And the thing, you know, the Winter Carnival is an amazing organization. I don't know whether you like the Balkans better or the King and Queen, but Tom Barrett is an icon in the carnival. I don't know how his wife Wanda puts up with him, but she's a saint. And, but for years they had the best Winter Carnival party at their house. He offered to have some Twinkies. If we do stop by there in Little Canada, Tom, later. By the way, there was a fire in your neighborhood just the other day. I was over there.
3929
Off of Labor there. And if we do stop by, I expect to have some Twinkies ready.
Sorry, last one, go again.
2499, pupils in the air, please, post 25155.
So, just going to drive by Snelling here just for a minute. This is Snelling and Larpenteur. The city of Falcon Heights, now patrolled by the sheriff's office. We have a squad around here somewhere. And of course, we just passed the memorial for Philando Castile. You're just a block behind us. But Falcon Heights is a great community. We love serving the people up here. We're sad the state fair isn't going to be here. Although they're going to have a drive-through parade at the state fair, I guess, where you can drive through the venue and get your favorite thing. Now, what I don't know is if the corn's going to be there, because the corn is my favorite thing at the state fair.
9174 traffic.
Maybe mini donuts after that, but
9174.
the roast corn, when I walk in, the first thing I do
Century and County Road D. David. It's a
every
FedEx
year
truck out of Indiana.
walk down and get the roast corn,
188109.
and then go across the street there by the giant slide and get the Pronto Pup corn dog. I still don't know what the difference is between a corn dog and a Pronto Pup. Somebody can send me a message to let me know what the difference is. Do you know, Pat?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
I'm a corn dog guy all day long.
But what's the difference?
Corn dogs are dipped in a cornmeal batter.
Okay.
And Pronto Pups, it's basically like a pancake batter.
So, just the type of batter? Or
Just
what?
the type of batter.
You know, I don't know though. I can't, without the ketchup and mustard, I can't tell the difference. So, and then I've always taken my kids every year down the giant slide, and get a milkshake there at Hohenwald's place in the state fair. Al Hohenwald's place, where the milkshakes are. Just checking on the speedway here. Falcon Heights is an unusual geography. I'll wave to this gentleman here. In that it's a strange niche. Hamlin here is the border with St. Paul. So if we go east from here on Larpenteur, we go into St. Paul. However, on the north side of Larpenteur is Roseville. So over there, Tires Plus is in Roseville. Fish and Chips, one of my wife's favorite places, the Fish and Chips. She grew up not too far from here, and every once in a while she says, let's go get some fish and chips down in Hamlin and Larpenteur. People out for a walk. Yeah, her father, my wife's father, Jim Ryder, was a council member here in St. Paul, and just an unbelievable man. I just got to tell you, one of the kindest, nicest, big-hearted people that I've run across. And we all miss him, and wish we could see him now. I've just got to drive by this because, you know, I got a lot of favorite restaurants as long as we're on patrol, and I hope everybody agrees that House of Wong.
Oh gosh, yeah.
House of Wong is one of the best places to eat. Obviously closed now.
Great egg foo young there.
I just like their fried rice. Fried rice. How's it going? How's it going? Everything good? What are they open?
Yeah, getting pizza.
Oh, are they open?
Yep, I should be ready in about 5 minutes.
Oh, good for you. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
Take care.
You bet. Thank you. Yeah, the pizza place, Papa John's, still open. I hear some argument going on up here at the corner. Does that look like an accident? That's definitely an accident.
That's definitely an accident.
We've come across an accident.
Good try, guys. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what they can. 2400, do you have an accident at Lex and Larpenteur?
Affirmative.
I'll be out there. Is there a squad on the way?
Negative. I don't have one available yet.
It's on the Roseville side. Well, you probably know that. What happened?
There was an accident.
Anybody hurt?
Not that I'm aware of. I just lived down on the corner and heard it. Came up here.
Hey, thank you for directing traffic. Anybody hurt? As right now? How many cars are involved? Two? And the third one is just directing traffic? Good. Are you the driver of one of the cars?
I'm the driver of the white car here.
26. I copy onto the suspicious at 1327 Conservatory Court for a vehicle that keeps coming into the area at 2012.
Okay, well.
I just bought this car today.
Yeah.
My ID's in the visor. I can't see nothing. My glasses flew out.
Stay right here for a minute. What's your first name?
415.
Who's the driver of the second car? Dimitri, stay right here.
Bravo 415, code 4. Which one please?
Copy. Code 42202. Registration Vehicle Squad, Monarchs Route 935 Ferndale. 88-year-old female conscious breathing who fell at 2202. Checking squad status.
for code 4.
Copy. Did you just fill up the air?
Yep, give us one more second.
Copy. 2203. Squad 185.
185.
Checking you're still code 4 in your current.
Yep, we're ready now.
Copy. 2204. $44.96.
I'll be at the gym.
Copy on 2204. Tango. We'll take a 10-1. We'll be clearing the house. Copy. Calling a 10-1 for Roseville 2050 Brenner, apartment 2 at 2207.
My license was suspended for like a multitude of tickets, and I was in jail for a while. I got out and I paid $5,338.
Just going 539.
They said that I had something that was all okay. I had to go down to the DMV and do it. DMV has to
What?
174.
off, but I'm supposed to go down there to get a
174.
Yeah.
I got a vehicle in Temple, where they're just going
What did you go to
40,
jail
but
for?
they might be just waiting to get to the next exit here. There's Suburban and all that might be DK, but I'm gonna see if they make it at the next
What is your
intersection,
name?
which would be over just
Stay there,
past
Demetrius. Here, throw that mask on there so you don't. Throw that mask on.
Bravo 5740 OT.
Have a good night.
Hey,
3 Romeo
Demetrius,
Delta Alpha.
how do you spell your last name? Yep.
Copy. 763 Romeo Delta Alpha, possibly impaired driver 2205.
How do you spell your first name? Yep.
D-I-M-I-T-R-I-U-S.
D-I-M-I-T-R.
267. Can you 10-9, please?
Okay.
We copy the correct address. We're en route.
Demetrius, what's your date of birth?
Copy. You're on to 141 so 2206.
All right. And your middle name?
2372.
I'll be out on PT.
Tucker County, usage 2206.
5185, need levels clear, checking upstairs.
Copy. Checking upstairs 2206.
Two other cars inside, just be advised, our victim's claiming that he's more than likely down in the basement inside their room.
Okay.
Hey, Joe, I'm going to call you to see if you can run this guy for warrants. All right? If you haven't already, I'll call you.
Bravo 0.
Have a good night. 2207.
Yeah. Is that kid's name Demetrius Lockdown?
Correct.
174. Those other cars.
Correct. Date of birth is 1/25/93. Hang on a minute, Joe. $2,400. There are no injuries here at Lex and LARP, but there is a significant traffic jam. What do you got for us, Joel?
I'm looking. I'm trying to find how to spell his last name.
Luckow. Yeah, St. Paul gang unit has stopped by to say hi to us. Sergeant Sean Campbell over there. Like I said, this is the border of Larpenteur. So Roseville's still tied up on those 2 calls they had. That Brenner call out that domestic. So that's what. All right, Demetrius James Luckow, 125.93. Any luck there, Joe?
18 copies.
Yeah, he's clear.
All right.
Revoked, but clear. No warrants.
Revoked, no warrants. All right. Very good. Very good. Sean, you're live on Facebook. Appreciate all your efforts.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Is Roseville coming or what?
They're coming, but they're apparently tied up. But yeah, they're coming. Well, you didn't want to write it.
No.
No.
That's not gang unit stuff.
No, I know. I told the
came
gang.
from that double.
I'm just staying to help with traffic. I got the names, but the guy in the white car actually is revoked, but the woman is actually at fault for the accident. She turned in front of him, so we're just going to leave it up to road.
Well, we can stay there.
No, you're good. You're good. Where you guys go? Who are you working with tonight?
We got Shinoa and Tony Dean.
Oh, you got Tony?
Yeah.
You got the A team.
We got the A team. Yes, we do. We just came from Suburban. Gun went off and hit 2 people.
175. Was it Sherburne or Charles?
Sherburne. 1300 block.
Oh, was that the accidental shooting?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were. I think he's messing around with his Glock. Went off, hit himself in the thigh. Went through, hit his girlfriend in the thigh.
Where did it hit her?
Right in the calf. So they're both.
What on earth, huh?
Yeah, looked like it hurt though.
Oh,
yeah,
it's terrible.
But they're just having a little bonfire. And
what other activity have you run across out there tonight in terms of?
4th and Sibley down in Mirrors.
Hey, by the way, we got 2 guys working off duty at Billy's. They reopened tonight. I don't know if you know.
We'll head down there right now.
Billy's, yeah. Mike's there, and Suki's there.
Okay, I'll head down there.
Check them out. Give them some help because usually about 11 o'clock the problems.
Perfect.
So
we'll make our way there now.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, that traffic director, I told that guy out there directing traffic, I told him he deserves a medal. You gotta get him a sheriff's. You're doing a fine job. You look like, is there a plane landing? He's doing an unbelievable job out there. We'll see you down there. All right, well, I'm surprised Roseville isn't here yet.
Everybody's busy these days.
Just go check on that woman over there. Make sure she's still okay, right? She's pretty shook up.
Okay.
She wants to. Here's her driver's license. Hang on, don't give it back to her, but just so you know, she's sitting down, but she's shook up. I offered her the medics a couple times, but she refused.
Okay.
I just talked to her a little bit, calm her down. Tell her the Roseville police is on the way.
Okay.
That car that in front here, some serious damage to it. So she was making a left turn. You know, it's hard to see around people's cars sometimes when there's another car there and you try to peek out, and then all of a sudden you try to make it and it doesn't make it. Hang on a second. Demetrius wants to talk. Yes, sir, Demetrius. Yeah, I would set up a tow, yeah. under a normal night, if it wasn't a Friday night, it's possible he'd end up getting arrested by Roseville. They still could, but since he wasn't at fault in this accident, and it's busy out there for them, they'd probably just tag him for driving after revocation.
5185, take over, code 4. We can cancel the turn 1. Copy code 4, cancel the turn 1 at 2230.
Alright, so that was 55. That was the Roseville cars canceling their 10-1. And hopefully they get a car down here.
I think he got his bell rung by that airbag.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is there any county squads that are a phlebotomist? We have a sample East that is requesting one to meet him at the LEC.
Here, meet me at the back of the car. I gotta tell you, I gotta go off camera here for a minute and tell my partner something.
4163. I can head down there. Okay, 6. 2360, copy, affirmative.
$2,400 is the Falcon Heights car tied up.
$2172. $2172.
Yeah, if you're clear, can you come down to Lex and LARP and help with traffic until Roseville's able to get freed up?
Affirmative, out.
So we're gonna bring our Falcon Heights car. It's a half a mile away, but sounds like Roseville's still semi-busy on what they got going. So as I mentioned, we're just a half mile from Falcon Heights. St. Paul is right across the street there in Larpenteur.
$5180.
Hey Pat,
5180.
can you go take a picture
We'll
of that?
leave our suspect went off the south side of the residence. We're going to be checking the backyard and adjacent property quick, and then we're going to have a car en route to Lexington. Thank you to 2400 for helping out.
Copy.
The get a picture of his driver's license. The guy, just tell him I want to send him a thank you letter.
The guy directing
Yeah,
traffic.
yeah. Tell him I want to send him a little thank you letter for
56,
all his work. Is amazing. So Roseville's clearing that.
5672.
They're clearing the domestic.
5672.
They're
Go
looking
ahead.
for the suspect. That was the one we were headed to.
5672. 5672. Go ahead. $5672. 5672. Go ahead. I'll help with traffic on the APDS Lex and Lark. Copy.
So the traffic guy, his car is fully equipped. He's got flashing battery stuff that he puts on the back of the car. He actually put them on the back there. He's got his own car with some lights on it and a green and red flashlight.
2162, 2164.
2162.
We got our squad here too, but
64.
Can I be served to 2012 Todd Drive? Comfort 30 shots less than a minute ago, southwest part of the trailer park.
201 Todd Drive.
64 copy.
2172, clear me out this and I'll go to that. Copy. 2160, copy, shots fired code. Copy, thank you. 2218.
Well, it's hard for people to wait. Is she doing okay over there, Pat?
Yes. Yeah, she's absolutely sure she's okay and doesn't want medics.
I think the county car
You doing okay?
decided to clear here and go to the Todd Drive in the Arden Hills, but there is a Roseville car on the way. Trailer court up there off of 35 and 10 is where the report of shots fired were.
G114, give me a 10-1, we got a contact in the woods.
Oh,
Copy, calling a 10-1 for Roseville, 2220.
Roseville's got the guy in the woods from the domestic that he was strangulation at Roseville's.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
straight south of the address, closer to Langton.
Copy.
Much as we'd like to run up there, we gotta stay here and make sure no one else gets hurt.
He definitely doesn't want medics, but he's feeling a little bit nauseous. Demetrius here.
We'd move that small car normally if we could. But it's totally totaled.
5180, start medics, stage them in the area.
Copy, starting medics, 2220.
Yeah,
I
that's
see-
definitely not
I
moving.
see a lot of our viewers would like us to run up to the
2180,
shots
ready, welcome
fired
to
in
the
Arden Hills and to Roseville.
Cleveland and D. David, west deployment with a 40 impact munition.
Cleveland and D. David. That's where they found the suspect from this Brenner Drive, and they're deploying a 40 caliber, not less than lethal. 40 millimeter, actually, less lethal. Basically, a big soft round.
5114, we're code 4, you can use through the air.
All right.
Copy, cancel the 10-1 at 2222.
And they're code 4 now. So they found the suspect up there in Roseville. So next we got to see what happens there to the shots fired up in Arden Hills on Todd. That car in front of us was not involved in the accident. It was just what driver put it there to help block traffic. And the small one behind it, you can't really see it. That one's totaled. And then the white car
5180, just to confirm medics are cleared in.
off on the right.
14, you can have them come to Brenner in Cleveland.
Oh, you can hear the suspect in the background.
5180.
Not too happy up there.
Go for it.
I'm just advising of a shots fired and pending 2775 Lexington, Concord 3 shots south of the address.
Copy, overlay. And if you could actually have medics come to Lincoln, Lake Road, we'll meet them there.
Lincoln and what, I'm sorry?
Lincoln in Cleveland.
Copy that.
That suspect doesn't
2164.
Doesn't sound too happy, does he?
2164.
I'm arriving. I'm not as good advice on Lake Joe.
Okay, thank you.
Off to my left here is Keys Cafe, one of my favorite places. Great breakfast, great lunch, huge pancakes. Family owned for many years. Across the street there, the Flower-Rama. If you ever want to get your loved one some, oh, here, Roseville's here, thank God. Let me try what we got up here. So, see the big picture here. The white car and this car here.
$81.87.
Thanks, Sam.
I have a medical 2100 Silver Lake Road, number 123, 77-year-old male who fell.
Thanks, Sam.
All right, well, that's a community service officer, and she can't actually write the accident report, so she's going to help direct traffic. But
5183.
5183.
we're going to wait till we get a Roseville car.
Clear me from the domestic. All their squads are out. Show me around to the accident. Lexington alert.
Oh, here it goes. Oh, that's good.
5164.
5183 is in.
2164.
Talk to witnesses.
Doing all right?
Sounds like it was on the freeway, not in the park. You can clear squads.
Copy.
Well, this guy's private tow is going to have to wait until after we get the squad here.
And 5114, just advise you medics are staging in the area.
14 copy. They're cleared and they can be set. Langton, Layton, Cleveland.
Copy that.
$51.82.
5182.
Can you show me clear? Send me the shots fired call.
Is there another Roseville squad for you? New message. Incident.
82. If it's just the one caller so far, I'll advise for now.
Copy.
$81.87 arriving.
Copy.
On his dad, yeah.
Good, how are you?
All right.
All right. Well, Roseville's on the way. He just told him to bring the second tow. So we'll be out of here shortly.
All right, guys. Roseville should be here shortly. Okay, cool. All right.
What's going on, young man?
Not too much. How you been?
Good. How about you?
You gained a little weight.
I have gained a little weight, but I got a bulletproof vest on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing to wear these days.
What are you doing lately?
Nothing.
Nothing? Is this a friend of yours, Demetrius?
That's my son.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You're not old
I'm
enough.
I can't lie.
That's good.
You know, I know he's mine. All the trouble he's been in.
Yeah. Well, you were never much trouble, right?
No.
No?
Not like him.
No.
Not like
He
him.
said he got arrested for a burglary once, huh?
Once.
More than once? What was he burglarizing?
He grew up.
He
took
did.
him a little after 18 though.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I had my trouble with my own son.
Yeah.
You know, not burglary, but you know, just
Yeah, I know.
there's so many
You doing good now?
so many narcotics. Not that one. No, he passed away, but you
Oh,
know,
no, sorry.
it's those drugs, you know, are dangerous.
Yes,
very,
they are.
very, very dangerous. And
Oh, fentanyl?
well, it was heroin, yeah, but it wasn't fentanyl. But it was just an overdose, and you know, people they panic and they don't want to call the police right away, and they don't have any Narcan. I carry
I don't know a whole lot about none of it.
I carry Narcan with me all the time, you know. Make sure
I
that
think that poor guy was OD.
that what?
I think that poor guy was overdosed on that fentanyl and just didn't know it was wrong.
Which guy?
The guy that died in Minneapolis with
Oh.
a knee on his neck.
Oh yeah.
They said he had fentanyl in him.
Yeah, I tell you what. No matter what, that officer was
He wasn't very bright.
way out of line. I mean, that was horrific. There's no reason to keep that gentleman in that position.
No.
But
I was kind of shocked that he stayed there.
yeah,
He
well,
knew they called the police on him. He
it
knew he
was
had bad money.
it was well.
Poor guy.
Nobody should have to go through that. What's your first name again?
David.
David. That's right. That's right.
Just a good citizen. That's
No, I used to tease him when I was younger. There's a guy in the neighborhood named Rick Dahl.
Yeah.
And you don't know this.
I know.
But this guy jumped out of the car and jumped fences with you all day long when he was a younger man.
That's true. Ricky
I
Dahl.
remember Richard.
We were
Rick
taking.
got him promoted to, what'd you make, lieutenant?
Richard was a handful, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
You remember those days?
Gave me my first black eye.
Yeah. Used to live over in Thomas there with. Actually,
Yeah, wasn't his stepdad a
his
cop or
stepdad was a
something?
police officer. Yeah.
Bob Page.
Somebody
Bob-
told me that
Bob Page.
he tied him to a chair and like knocked him up to cut his hair once.
Who did? Bob
His
did.
stepdad or something.
Well, I
Probably a
don't know.
lie. You know how Rick is.
2116.
Rick's got some job. I ran into him. He's doing okay now. I
Is
think.
he?
Yeah.
Good, good.
All right, here comes a Roseville car. So.
All
right.
50 Westlake Drive in North Oaks. 3 vehicles parked. Company address occupied. One
Bring it home or
a white
you
SUV.
tow it?
I don't think that's going to drive.
Nice car. I don't have a good time.
6-4, copy, be advised.
Argue, fight with him all the time, but I can't stand to see him.
I'm gonna pull up a little, Pat, for the squad. You want to jump in?
Did you find him?
Up.
Yep, we got him.
The Roseville car. Here, give him the stuff.
I'll take that. I appreciate it.
There's 2 witnesses over there if you need them.
Perfect. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thanks. You got this guy's name?
Yes, I got both of them.
What's his first name?
Just a second.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Well, we're going to head down back into the city now. Seems like things are relatively busy. That's the thing about police work. And obviously, sometimes you just got to do the boring stuff. Everybody wants to do the exciting stuff, but sometimes you just have to take care of business, direct traffic, make sure people are safe. And then, of course, writing reports. Writing reports is at least half of the job. And it's not like television. Fortunately, I usually am able to give these calls to other squads. Once in a while, when I get involved in something myself where they're not around, I end up spending hours of paperwork as well. So I'll get an update. Can I get an update on the shots fired call up on Todd and Third Hills?
It was coming from possibly the freeway. It wasn't coming from that area. It was cleared up.
Thank you. And I'm clear of the accident at Lexington Harp and Roseville's there.
Copy that. 2237.
So you heard that the shots were coming from the freeway. If they were shots, they weren't really coming from the trailer court, but the trailer court is right near 35W and 10. That's one thing about Shot Spotter. You'd know instantly if it was fireworks or if it was real bullets, and you'd also know if it was moving down the freeway, you'd know the direction of travel, how fast. The technology can take the sound imprint that quickly and determine which way it's going, where it's coming from, and even what caliber it is. So great technology. I can't actually see that.
See if I
That's what I'm driving. So
see if I can enlarge it.
You can summarize it. That Suburban?
Yeah.
It was around or not? Do they find
I'll figure out how to enlarge this.
So yeah, we're dealing with some confidential information here. We can't really, reveal everything. Sometimes just people that we're looking for that we don't want them to know that we're looking for them. And so obviously with all the viewers, I don't know how many are even watching this, but with people watching, it's difficult to conceal some stuff.
5180.
One of the parties involved in the accident is now requesting medics. Should have them come to machine some back injury. No need for fire.
I can tell you medics 2238.
Which one? Down front. Used to be a little gas station here. Was working one night, actually here in the West A1 district when I got robbed. Stick-up guys made the clerk give her all the jewelry she was wearing. And my partner Mike Beeson and I were down on Dale Street. You know, we're usually hanging down there. A little busy area. We came up Dale to front. We came by and we're coming down front. And we see a car going eastbound on front. Normally a car isn't too suspicious, but when you see heads in the car kind of bopping up and down and there's a lot of furtive movement, you know something's going on there. And bottom line is, you know, one of them was trying to duck at the same time the other one's trying to duck, and so we did a U-turn, came back and stopped the car down by the cemetery down here, and sure enough it was the stick-up men with the guns. And as fate would have it, the clerk was the wife of one of our police officers. Remember Bob Bradish?
Absolutely.
So we were able to get their wedding ring back for them as a part of the stop. Arrested some stick-up guys at Bob Bradish's. I just went by the halftime rec, which of course is a institution in the neighborhood. I think the Mars family still owns part of that. I don't know if they sold that or they got it.
He's still part owner.
And he has the Shore 96 as well up there in Larpenteur, up there in on Highway 96.
5182.
So I'm kind of sorry we didn't get in on that Roseville matter, but we got
1481 Applewood Court, assisting medics, 54-year-old man with a diabetic issue.
Medics can advise.
2241.
So coming up on Front Dale, Como, what is it, 1041? St. Paul car there, going up Como. We're gonna go south on Como.
That's what we're talking
Oh,
about.
they're already there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, are they in that marked car? I'm gonna ask them if they want us to, since we're now marked. Or we can just be around. All right, back down Como, going southeast on Como. Try to make some tours by Warner Stallion there to check on their shop there, make sure everything's secure. They got a good alarm system there. Duffy Warner, a great friend of law enforcement, been very supportive of all of our activities. Carla Warner. Beautiful shot of the Capitol there. I had a near accident here at Western and Como when I was a young patrolman, and barely survived. Guy ran the red light. But it's funny how you think about all those instances where you just about got killed in a squad car. I'm sure Pat has a million stories too. When you work this district for all those years, you just every landmark is a potential historical. But we're driving by the Mungtown Market. I was thinking the other day that, you know, I've had a great affection for the Hmong people since they came here, and how much they've accomplished, and you know how much they worked to achieve here. But in 1977, when I started, there were no Hmong people in town, and I remember, you know, stopping cars in '78 when they started arriving and wanting to know more. And so ended up, we hired 2 community service officers, David Yang and Nia Kong, at the St. Paul Police Department back in '78.
San Diego County Squad to assist 2164, 5869 Fernwood Street. We have a panic alarm from the keypad.
And so, in either case,
2172.
that was the beginning of a long relationship, having David help me understand the culture, and eventually David and I taught classes to the St. Paul Police Department on Hmong history and culture, and that was the beginning of a great relationship. And then in the 90s, I met General Vang Pao in 1995. Met General Vang Pao, and he is the primary clan leader of the Vang clan, but also a leader of all 18 clans. And if you see something, just let me know, okay? Okay.
72, you're clear.
All right. Are you want to just call Sean? You guys?
No.
Okay.
Hang on here.
But I can mute this. I'm just going to go around the block until they need us. Anyhow, I'll tell you a little more about the Hmong history, but fascinating people,
is it
fascinating
there?
culture. Is he there?
Okay.
We can drive through.
All right. Just going to take a... Okay. Tell me what you want done. Okay. Okay. All right. Just around. Okay. All right. What channel?
Happy.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyhow, we obviously got a couple side projects we're working on here as well.
Okay.
Sorry, we can't give you all the info.
What's that? Hang on a second here.
Do we have what? Yeah.
Yep.
What's it titled on yours?
Stand by. What?
We have the game channel, but what's the? You know what the? You know what? I'll get a hold of Joe. He'll know.
Okay.
Hey, Joe and Emmerich.
We're going to get over there and monitor.
We need to know the mutual gang channel, Joe. If you can help us out with that. We're going to drive down Charles here while we're working on this project. So Joe, if you can text Pat what zone and what channel the St. Paul Gangs is on. I'm guessing it's some of our mutual. If we don't have it, let us know. Kind of quiet here on Charles, quieter than average. Here, Joe says it's G9.
Yep.
So these radios that we have, they have several different zones, several different channels. That's right.
He's not sure that we have it.
Joe, I think there's some of these. What's the code for the? I have the radio layout in front of me, Joe. So, tell me what the code is, and I can find it on my radio.
Well, 62 word code for homers.
2249.
I don't know. We may not have their channel. It might be better if we're on the phone anyhow, Pat.
Yeah.
Just tell them to let us know if they need our help. Yeah, I have Let me see. We have an encrypted radio, but kind of like to slide over to yeah, which St. Paul credit card? Or
Yeah.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Page 2250.
So we're gonna patrol this area until we're needed. There's a little detail going on. I can't tell you much more about the detail, but we'll be in this area until we're asked to assist. That's the thing. All right. Anyhow, back to the Hmong community.
This is where we'll be.
Towards 118 and 182.
Here we got a call here in the west sector, close to
182.
Due to 1 Crocus Hill for DOC. Caller is owner of an Airbnb. Only 3 people were supposed to be renting the property, but 20 guests are now on scene, need to be removed. Acting aggressive. Calls requesting an EPA and Swift squad to assist as a third.
Now that is an interesting common property that we get out in the suburbs on a regular basis. People rent out their homes. I don't know, I guess what do they call it? Airbnb? Is that what it is? I'm not even sure what the abbreviation is.
2170.
But the
Here's
point
sign
is,
traffic to 71.
they rent them out for a small number of people, and then all of a sudden there's a large party. And now you try to figure out how to kick them out. That happens regularly up in Shoreview.
123 copy.
You'll let me know if there's a need.
Yes.
Okay. So 1 Crocus Hill, of course, is in a very wealthy neighborhood up on by Summit there in Crocus. And so if there's 20 plus people there at that house and they're not cooperative, that isn't good for the owners. A lot of times they damage their homes. When we do get called, are they going to? They planning to stop it or what? Is that the plan?
We can cancel line up there.
We're at Marion University. I can turn around. Looks like we got.
6-3.
We're gonna head down Suburban here, back by the way.
6-5 Tango.
How's it going?
58 Grove Drive. This is a party. Now it's calling from the admin line. He's gonna kill himself. Once outside, has no weapons. Upset to be evicted. I don't know if he's at this.
What? You want 146 West Ivy, number 6. Email. Who's been trespassed has returned. DK. Black female, 50, 5'11".
146
Staying
West
on the
Ivy.
building.
I'm gonna have something on channel 2
Yeah.
for sure. Also,
2254.
Channel 2, the regular 2?
yeah.
That's what we're on here.
Okay.
Should be fine. What do we got
Just
going
had
over
copy
there?
sale, possibly armed with wrench.
But he was wandering in traffic and yelling at a bunch of people, but he was GOA when I got there. 169 copies.
Let me just pull over right here.
2254.
Why not?
Wait. All right, we're going to be in a little observation detail here. Until we're asked to assist. sometime in the next hour, we're definitely going to get some Twinkies. Like you said, we can't read the comments when we're working here, but if you have any comments you want to send us on the phone, it's it's my phone talking to me. 651-448
you can send us
3810 448 310.
221, you're clear.
That's us, right?
Thank you.
We could just sit there probably, but we might be getting
2361.
Twinkies here soon.
2361.
If we haven't already, can you start medics and have them stay to the fire station on that over?
Are we looking for
Copy on.
the SUV or not? Yeah.
Just doing it.
623.
All right. Well, say hi to everybody at the.
7-2 still out. Can you log me
I
out
think
from
that's-
computer prompts?
So, you see it over there?
Just keep going.
Yeah. But you verified?
I can't.
Huh?
I can't.
I'm pretty sure I did.
We think so.
Oh. EJR?
Yes, correct.
It's red though.
There now.
It's red though.
Thank you.
Are we leaving? Pull over here. Pull over here. I got a guy giving me some Twinkies. Tommy Barrett came down here to give me some Twinkies. Yeah.
366.
But
366.
Are you moving in?
We're not finding anything. Can you do this with that other chauffeur? We have to let it leave and get it on a violation.
let me see the plate.
Okay.
Let me see that plate a minute. But you're positive? Yeah, I just want to confirm.
Information logs on the
All right, I'm gonna take care of the Twinkies.
For T-Mobile.
Yeah, that's it.
Ping was on 2 minutes ago.
Just I thought.
9 meters.
1266.
Tommy, how are you?
26.
Good. Thank you for the Twinkies.
away with 110.
Well, the sheriff is out taking a Twinkie delivery.
2257. 164.
164.
Comments were added. Any changes to your GOC to clarify?
Copy 2258.
I'll eat them all myself.
I love it. Thank you
Thanks,
for
Tom.
what you're doing.
Thank-
Say hi to Pat.
All right, thank you.
All right. Patrick,
164.
Hey, Tommy.
Oh, we got our Twinkies. Tom Barrett brought Twinkies out to us, and a classic Mountain Dew. Classic Mountain Dew as well. So
Oh man, you got a Mountain Dew?
I got a bottled one too, but this one's classic. All right, I'm eating my first Twinkie of the night. My mom, Dolores Fletcher, still lives in the same house. Got me started on these Twinkies when I was a young
We have a
man.
couple squads available that can go to Southwood and Rice.
And she would make black cherry Kool-Aid.
2163.
In the summertime.
I can head that way.
Back then, Twinkies weren't individually wrapped. However, they came in cake style. And to be frank, everybody knows they tasted a little better because it was real shortening. You know.
Yes, it was.
Not as many preservatives. But then you could eat 6 at a sitting when you're a little kid with your black cherry Kool-Aid. So
166.
166.
So I'm going to write Pat a note here.
Copy per passerby. They'll messages southbound Snelling.
Send some confidential stuff we're working on.
Three two three 366.
Okay.
Squad 323.
All right. Anyhow, back to the Twinkie story. I had the greatest mom ever. She's 90 years old now, still lives in the same house that I was raised in out in Maplewood. And just a great Christian and a good person. I was actually born in Highland Park on Ford Parkway there in the apartments in the 1600 block, but when I was, they built the house out in Maplewood when I was 1. And my mom still lives in that same house. She's the entire time since 1956. My dad passed away
316.
several years ago, as I mentioned, maybe not from getting shot in the Korean War, but for smoking Camels his whole life. So, this is a first for us, having to conceal stuff while we're working.
310, I'm clear from those shots fired.
Copy.
All right. Back on the street. We're still going to have to stay in the area here because we might be needed to assist. But still like to run down. I think maybe we can still run down
166. Somebody out with the mail. Smelling cheaper.
You got radio?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just a matter of patience. Just gotta sit and wait for things you're working on.
Copy.
Twenty-three 61.
2361.
This is a long...
That's in Southwood. Sir Race in Southwood. A couple other squads going to try to contact family members, try to get some more info.
Okay, check out 3. One
166 to 176. Was he wanted for anything for an earlier call?
If I didn't know better, I'd say this light is stuck. Oh, here it goes.
Negative. It was a check the area. Copy.
What pings from that phone?
Negative. Person 8 Hazel Street. Our Samuel Fire looking into vehicles in the parking lot. Last seen in a tan Chevy Suburban, no direction at 2304. 323.
Squad 323.
Message was sent to your screen.
Copy.
2304.
Busy at the rice and pen there. Busy.
2304.
Hey, Joe,
81 transport.
can you check the status of that call on Crocus Hill, see if the squad's
Mailed
there?
LEC starting at 46.
LEC 2304.
Text Pat with any of the updates. Is that them?
310, I'll back up 325.
Somebody says, go down Rice Street. I think we'll do just that.
2305.
Yeah, our apologies for not moving around as much as we normally do, but we are trying to assist on something in the area here. But sometimes it's just a lot of waiting. You know, I did get a text from somebody saying that sometimes out at Beaver Lake that you feel like there's no patrol out there.
2161.
And that is true.
We'll be checking the address with
The simple thing is, the safer your community is, crime statistic-wise, the less squads that are there. And over the years, as patrol forces have shrunk, some of those areas, Battle Creek, Beaver Lake, Como, St. Anthony, Highland Park, McAllister, Groveland, some of them have lost their number of patrols there. And it's a dilemma for Chief Axtell as to where he deploys his people, because you want to deploy people near the area of the calls, because you really don't want a response time longer than 2.5 minutes. You just have to make sure that you can get there in 2.5 minutes, but at the same time you have to consider the frequency of the calls in those areas. So
5185 Tango, I'll be clear.
You know, as crime comes out to the other more crime-free areas, this is why you really, at this time in our city's history, you can't cut $9 million from the police budget. I mean, we're talking minimum of 50 officers being cut, maybe 70. It just you can't provide a level of safety with that type of cut. So
We do have a beautiful cathedral.
yeah, it's gorgeous.
45,
Gorgeous cathedral. We're driving by the cathedral. We're gonna see if we can sneak over to that one Crocus Hill. I don't know, did Joe mention what the update was there?
Not yet.
Oh, there we go. We're on Summit now. This is the beginning. The cathedral is really the beginning of Summit. Oh, and just regarding numbering,
Hey.
remember Summit is 0.
No, we're not. We don't have it.
Do you want us to?
And I want call again, and within 32 meters, voicemail and call back.
All right. We gotta turn around.
So,
44, 31.
oh, okay. I didn't know how close you wanted us.
Yeah, we're getting called back to our assist on this detail.
I have to talk really soft because he is on Facebook Live. Okay.
No, but not with inside. But they want us to have the eye or what?
No, do you want us to put his on?
We can take the eye if he wants us to.
9170.
Well, the only problem is this is
The county like assistance at 3997 Lakewood Avenue for the DOC. I know they're tied up.
what's that?
You copy if you can put me and
Okay.
74.
Hang on.
We'll be heading that way.
Yeah.
9171, I'll replace 74, he's aware.
Okay.
But I gotta go in and get a pop anyhow.
Okay. And Okay, save the description again.
We need to be able to mute this periodically, but unfortunately we don't understand how to mute the Facebook Live, so we'll have to.
Okay, what do you want us to do exactly?
Can you put myself at 166 on a PPV on Randolph and Snelling?
Copy of 166 for PPV, Randolph and Snelling at 2310.
Can you give me? Okay, he's got breaks.
23-6, I'll be out on foot.
Oh.
Checking the railroad bridge over Race Street.
Okay.
Checking the railroad bridge over Race Street,
Okay.
2310.
I don't know.
Let's go outside the
car. Information that a neighbor has been looking into Comp's windows.
Hang on a minute. I got it. I'm sorry, but we gotta have a little private conversation around the corner here.
The neighbor is still on scene. We just want to back neighbor is around the area.
Keep talking to me.
110, I can start.
110, copy. Thank you, 2311.
All right, we'll be back. Just 1 second. Here, we'll just take it outside.
Okay, hang on.
in the area.
2312.
One, two, three.
123.
I know there's two addresses. Is it 463 or is it 461 Charles Ave?
Stand by, I'll verify.
One
118.
Clear guys, it's 182 125 163.
2312.
Squad 323, Clarence Fonda.
2313. Copy on route to Sunray Lanes, 2245 Hudson Road. Caller advising the belligerent customer that made threats to staff. Please, the parties are still going to be in the parking lot. Speak group of 4 people. Party making threats described as a black male in his 30s, 40, 62 medium build, wearing a plaid shirt and jeans. 2313.
Hey, 196.
201 County Road E2 for a 911 open line of 2 male voices.
96 go. 97 go.
2313.
All right. Sorry about that.
125, I can take your assist.
So
125 copy with the squad's back at 233 Fuller Avenue, Unit 1. Compass Crisis is requesting assistance on behalf of a father's 30-year-old son named Tu Chang. His daily cocaine use is currently agitated.
good. Are you helping Sean?
With his family, he's a young male about 29 years old.
No problem.
On the street, 22 copier in front as well.
All right.
163, I can be around for that as well.
163 copy, and Comp will be nearby in a blue Nissan Maxwell wearing a white polo.
All right. We're gonna run down on 232 Fuller right now. So yeah, we're going up. When we were on Summit, I wanted to make the point that Summit is 0 for north and south. So I don't, just so you know, I don't really want to turn this live feed off for you, and so whatever happens, hopefully we'll be in on the end of it. But I also just can't.
Not be dressed. Sounds like he's possibly on a bike.
Can't jeopardize
Having not at the address, possibly on the bike.
some other details.
2315.
So we're at Rice Street University. Rice is 140 west.
Copy.
So 240 numbers. So when we go half a mile to the west, we'll end up at Western, which is 380. But we're going to run by this Fuller call first.
321.
That's good.
321. Will you show me all those two out at the parking lot, please?
Yep.
Oh, that's a red one.
For male who attempted to open cashier's counter door, also attempted to hit the comp. The time delay is about 2 minutes. Subject to the black male, 40 years old, 5'5", 160 pounds, in a blue shirt, blue pants, refusing to leave, standing inside the
516. Knocking on the door, no answer. Can we get a call back to where the count is at?
Copy.
Squad 326.
326.
Can you just check the priors at this address and see if we have any history, fairly recent history, for apartment 223?
Just got a text that the Fuller call is being resolved, so
Back through all of June, I don't see any.
whoa. Go ahead, young lady.
Okay, thanks for checking.
After you. You okay? All right. All right. Gonna stop at Holiday for a minute. Get a fresh fountain Mountain Dew and use the restroom there real quick.
12523.
2318.
Lots of activity here tonight. Lots of activity. Not all of it good. Make sure I don't park in the handicap spot. That is a pothole.
110 in the area.
2319.
All right, I'm gonna run in for a minute. Be back out here in just a second.
You Brayton's Bus Clear UGL.
Radio still be on.
And I do have a call, 2160 County Road E, for a dog barking on a second level.
How's it going?
Jared.
2319. 8620 copy to that call.
We're not finding a caller out here. Can you have him come up to the street?
182 copy.
Can you confirm the last four of the phone numbers for the 911 hang-up?
5500.
Copy.
Try 320.
321 on code 4.
Copy. One adult male to 2360 Springside Drive, east of Maplewood.
Try 320.
Gotta put a mask on. Back to get my mask.
Twenty-three 61. Twenty-one 61.
Pronounce this one.
Do you still want to line at the stage?
Negative, they can clear for now.
Copy. Copy at 233 Marshall. 132 with us. Copy with Bravo 132. And 2321.
Squad 383.
383.
We're going to be at team ready.
Copy.
Q Marshall. Squad 174, checking your status.
Code 4.
Code 42322.
516. 516.
Mike WDL gate. You can clear you away for now. Okay.
Copy.
Bravo 815 VOC.
2222.
Are you able to copy?
164, we copy.
2323.
$44.69 arrives.
23. One 169, copy and route to the suspicious at Saratoga Street and Randolph Avenue for a Dodge 4x4 pickup occupied by 3 with males getting in and out, possibly casing the coffee shop nearby at 2323. Three.
Affirmative, we're going to be at team ready.
Copy 2324.
212 Royal. Copy.
169, copy.
118.
182.
118. Clear advised with 163, 111.
118, copy. 11, copy en route to 767 Victoria for noise complaint for a group of people gathered around a dark sedan with headlights on, being loud. Squad 118, can you assist?
Anything happens?
Thank you, 2325.
We checked 4211 and 4212, and everything was fine in both locations. We'll be clear, unfounded.
Happy clear, 2325. Occupied 4 times.
Clear, report with East 910 and 306.
Copy at 2326.
316?
316.
316 traffic.
Go ahead.
7th and Mounds with Arizona plate Alpha Juliet Tango 0656.
Copy 7 on Mounds at 2326.
Squad 211, 222. 211. Holiday, 629 Rice Street. There's a former employee there who was pumping gas onto vehicles. Black male, 20s, thin dreads, black shirt, blue jeans. Copy. Two-10. We're on scene here. You can cancel them. 211. 212, you're clear. 211, copy.
Updated.
Copy, clear.
New message.
Squad 820.
820.
Okay, that vehicle from 629 Rice, that employee, he's driving a maroon Suburban Echo Juliet Romeo 252, or 592, and he just left moments ago, so we're checking the area for him.
Copy, maroon Suburban. Left. Last few minutes. 2320. Go ahead. Who's the confidence call? Staff. Copy. $51.85. Put us out on admin, please.
Copy.
Fine.
I know I'm in the middle of something though. Anna, sorry, I gotta go. All right, say hi to Mike. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
537.
All right.
537.
We're back. Back from the holiday.
Can you please change it to a warrant arrest for the report with 910-206?
Call here for somebody pouring gas in the parking lot, but
Squad 329.
where is it now? Okay.
I
mean,
the
lot of stuff. Oh, yeah. This is one of the kids here.
Can you show me at the gym, please?
Copy at 2320.
All right. Here we go.
2329.
How are you tonight?
Oh,
nice to see you.
267. 267.
Clear advise 283, I can take dangerous condition, I can advise.
2329.
I gotta get down to Billy's and see how those guys are
612,
doing.
fill me on with 210.
Very busy here at the Holiday on Wilson, Pennsylvania. I would have been glad just to sit
18,
and
I can
watch.
start for your one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes plans don't always come together. All right, we're back on patrol. Our detail kind of got derailed.
2335 Stewart Avenue. Email stating something about a 911 issue, possible language barrier. And then please look at the comments regarding the caution note and the address.
Hopefully this is the kind of live broadcast that you don't have to watch constantly. You can kind of eat some popcorn, doze off, wake up when the exciting stuff happens.
And 116, could you assist?
Joe Miller and Emory, can you
Thank you, 2331.
let us know what's going on in terms of the hot calls that we've been tied up on other details. So
4466.
is Crocus Hill still going there, Joe?
I'll be taking this by phone.
Copy, 2331.
Send me your pad of text, Joe.
321.
321.
Clear advise, and can you log me off so I can log on, please?
2331.
So they know. All right, we're gonna run over to Crocus. We got to see what kind of house has that has a big out of control party. Then we're gonna slide over to Billy's because this is about the time that things heat up there. And if they need us for this other detail, they can call us later. Very nice people there at the holiday.
Code 169.
I spent some time visiting them because they're always very helpful
You can clear this advised.
to the police. Very helpful.
2332.
So I'm sorry we haven't gotten around as much as normal, but we'll make up for it here in the next hour and a half.
316.
316.
You can send us to domestic.
This is about the time it starts getting interesting, usually.
Advised will be out on traffic, Edmonton, McCubbin with Minnesota Echo, Alpha Echo 262.
Copy on traffic, Edmonton, McCubbin, 2333.
So Summit runs at an angle for a while until
My bad, Edmonton Kent.
it gets down by Dale. And that's where the straightness begins, where it's the zero numbering. In fact, we're right here. This is Summit Hill on our left there, and so this is for north-south numbers. This is zero. Everything north of here is a north address. Everything south is south. And since we're zero, if you go up to University Avenue, you'll be at 480. That's 1 mile north. University is 480. Front is another 1 mile north. That's another 480. So that's 960. And then at 480 there, at 240, another half mile north is Maryland. So I tell you what, I've probably heard in my career only 2 to 3 calls on Crocus Hill.
Yeah, this is a pretty quiet neighborhood.
Never really got down here very often.
we're on with Echo Juliet Robert 592. Can we get another car, please?
Where are they at?
210, we're wrong. 631 around.
Where are they at?
7th Kitchen.
7th and Kitson at the other holiday. Uh-huh.
Is that 2164?
You want to run over there?
Ah, that's a little bit of
We'll run over there. Anyhow, we're going to run over there, 7th and Kitson. That was a detail we were working on.
820 and cancel and 10-2. Sorry, another car.
10-2's
We're going to go over there.
Of course, as soon as we leave, it happens.
Yeah, trying to help another unit stop a car.
123.
I think I'm stand over here, please. Thank you.
Joe said Crocus is all under control and good now.
196.
Yeah.
Again, 155, 196.
Appreciate it, thank you.
You're welcome. 2336.
Well, let's go to Billy's. See what's happening there.
For domestic 1104 Lawson Avenue, caller advising that our ex has been thrown to the ground. Described as a white male, average build, no clothing description. Caller be waiting at 1092 Lawson Avenue.
Hello.
321, copy. 310, copy. 267, I'll be out with 820.
820, is there a squad still up at Rice and Penn that's talking to the cops?
Negative.
Three 2337.
Is there someone at Rice and Penn that can talk to the cops and find out who the suspect is, please?
His name's Ken. That's what she told us when we were there. We didn't get any info. She just said that he was going there and using a skimmer on the readers and he paid for gas for 2-3 people.
How about a physical description?
Black male. I'm seeing it. Some of the kids in if anybody's closer to Rice and Penn. In the call, it was a black male, 20s, thin, dreads, black shirt, blue jeans, gold Nikes.
So here's what happened. The gang unit had intel that a guy was using skimmers for illegal credit cards. They also was potentially selling drugs. And as fate would have it, the clerk there called at the same time and said you're out in the parking lot using skimmers. We're at Billy's here right now. We're gonna say hi to these guys.
They would have a description of that employee there.
You guys are live. How's it going there, Under Sheriff Mike Martin?
We have very much kept things under control here tonight.
How about Sergeant Suki? How about Sergeant Suki? How's he doing?
He's, I'm F2 on him.
The man who
learned a lot already.
Doesn't look too bad though.
I'd say it's been really nice. We've had 4 St. Paul officers have stopped by to talk to us and say hi.
We sent the gang unit over to check on you. Did they make it?
Oh, good.
Sean Campbell?
I didn't see anyone from the gang.
They got derailed. There's
Go ahead.
So, but
Just confirming
yeah,
your
it's been
background.
relatively quiet out here.
Hey, for
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
So
Well,
I
call
see
us
you got
if-
a great guy with you.
Yeah, if a crowd shows up, usually the old bouncer told me that about midnight.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of show up. He called it a flash mob arrival.
That's what they
Because
said.
everything closes at 11. Everyone else closes at 11.
exactly.
Apparently, some of the ones they've had problems with in the past drove by and saw us out here and left.
Oh, really? Okay, that's good.
Shows it's working.
Yeah.
At the hotel across the
Yeah.
street. I don't know where the father is.
All right, well.
Suspect is
I'm also
a
available to
black
pick if you
male,
get anything
25 to
Well, no,
30,
yeah,
5'7",
seriously.
120 to 160, like t-shirt.
Are you monitoring channel 1 or 2, or what do you monitor?
Yeah, we're on 1.
All
I'm
right.
scanning
Tracer copy.
the others
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Oh, we'll keep you in the loop. Well, keep us informed too.
All right, be
Thanks.
careful.
Thank
See you guys.
See you guys.
286, you can clear us back and pending. We'll take that assault and cancel those 2 other squads are close.
I wonder if we should.
222, 283, you're clear.
Hey, Joe Miller and Emmerich, we're counting on you to keep us posted because we're not able to monitor all the channels.
Go be MC.
You let us know if we're missing any hot calls. We're counting on you.
310.
Go ahead.
So it looks like the incident occurred at 1104 Lawson Avenue, which is the suspect's father's residence. Our caller then left and went to 1092 Lawson.
Copy.
2341.
So right now, all quiet at Billy's. The gang members have been showing up there late, usually come at around midnight, but no sign of that problem right now.
The presence of uniform seems to help.
We've got Victoria here. The young gang member Pat and I used to chase around years ago. Michi Curry lives right up here in Selby now. And but he's obviously older and wiser now than he used to be.
Squad 169. 169.
He's always pretty sociable.
166.
Yeah.
2342.
So we're at Selby, Victoria.
22.
18. Can you let the cop know we're at the north parking lot? Copy.
We're gonna head over to the east side for those of you east side. We haven't really made it to the east side yet tonight, so we're gonna head over
Copy,
there.
2343.
Squad 174, can you pull me out with 190?
174, copy.
Anyhow, back to the holiday. There was a group of kids using skimmer cards or fake credit cards. I'm not sure exactly which, to help people with gas, and then they'd pay them. So, I know we did notice the other night when we were out there, there was a couple that were there all the time. Well, apparently some people have called in and complained.
Copy, 2343.
And so they left that holiday and they went down to the holiday on 7th and Kitson. So they're trying to garner some evidence to prove the crime. Anything else you want to say on that, Pat? I mean,
It's
you know, you were talking to the gang guys, so.
Oh, just
118. 118.
they as soon as we left, of course,
This will be the medical.
the vehicle they were looking for got away and was able to elude them, but they found them at another holiday station over at 7th and Kitson, right by the old downtowner car wash, and see what they developed from their stop. The landscape here in Selby has changed so much over the years.
118. So you can clear this. The 5th is 116. 2344.
So, if you didn't hear, we're looking for a name for this Facebook event. You know, if you weren't on earlier, any name you come up, we'd like to give it a name. Preferably something that does not have my name. Just something that's...
Central squads for midnight, UT squad 265.
clever and fun.
265.
And we're going to do this every Friday, or sometimes postponed to Saturday, but during the week, I don't know for sure when during the week, but I like to get out during the daylight hours because the town is actually pretty amazing during the daytime too. So you're not always going to have warning as to when we might go out during the daytime, but we'll try to get out during the daytime once a week.
Anybody else have midnight?
And,
537 and 525.
the quality of the video during the daytime is much better too, we've determined.
We have 124.
We just went by the Handsome Hog restaurant down there that recently moved from Lower Town.
And what was the monkey one that you used to go? What was it called? Chunky. No.
Chunky Monkey, was that it?
You used to hang there.
Have a good night.
With your retired friends, right?
Yeah, we caught some kids stealing the tip jar there one afternoon. A bunch of old retired guys.
Butch Benner used to hang out there too with you.
Yes, he did.
Retired Sergeant Butch Benner.
Legendary,
and got a couple great sons that have been in law enforcement. And left quite a legacy.
There's a beautiful shot of a Capitol building.
Let's just check on these people. They're out pretty late. Make sure they don't have any car problems. Are you guys okay?
Everything okay?
You're just out walking, or? Yeah. Are you okay? Your car didn't break down or anything? You're good? Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. You don't see too many families out walking at 10 to midnight. Pull the cat out here pretty soon, Pat, and just see what we got for calls in the queue.
Sure. Taste of Minnesota was first here on the Capitol grounds.
Yeah, I worked the very first one off duty as a young officer. Taste of Minnesota, I remember that. Then they moved it. They moved it over to the river. It was quite an event. Pull over here and take a look at. Well, we're looking at the computer-aided dispatch. As I mentioned, that's what CAD stands for. For those of you that weren't listening to our earlier show, it gives us all the calls in the county, shows us who's out on different calls, and it also shows us
38 Oakdale.
The calls that are in the queue, or haven't been dispatched. 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 calls in the queue that haven't been dispatched because squads are busy, similar to that one accident we were on.
283.
But
283.
We're gonna run over to the east side and check on some of these calls. But right now, there's a suspicious activity at 463 Charles that someone's on. Might run by that one on the way. We do have a suicide in progress. It's like, as I mentioned, the suicides have been way up. That's in the northern suburbs. I won't say where.
300.
We got a
when you get a chance, can you call Console
domestic
3?
over on the west side, over on Oakdale.
Copy.
2349.
Shots fired Birmingham and Nebraska. See if I can pull that one up. That just came in at 11:39. Nothing else seen or heard. But over there at 1100 block of Nebraska. A lot of off-duty people working tonight. All right, so we'll just make a quick. Actually, looks like the Charles call got cleared already. We're gonna head over to head over to the
2365. I'm closer. 61 can cancel.
east side over there.
Wanting to make clear.
Right now we're right next to the Capitol. Anyhow, we didn't want to live stream the car we were looking for that these guys were skimming with and illegally using credit cards was in that parking lot at the Holiday gas station, and we really didn't want to take a burn on live TV, and there was some intel that there might be a gun in the car, so unfortunately we weren't able to both stream live and be
5182.
sneaky enough.
No, we weren't.
So, but they did. They did find the car, and they were able to stop it at the other Holiday. So,
St. Paul has some pretty amazing officers in their gang unit. Well, just pretty amazing officers, period.
Yeah, the gang unit's amazing. You know, over in Minneapolis, I don't know if you know this, but Minneapolis just disbanded its gang unit and their violent crime offender unit. And they're putting them back. They're having so many retirements over there, and combination of politics and also just the retirements, they needed squads back on the street. And you need to focus on the worst offenders. I mean, a targeted approach toward the worst offenders is really the best approach. As I mentioned, there's really only 75 hardcore gang members that if we focused on, we could reduce this violence. Again, on our website, on the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office website, we've put all the homicides from 2019 and 2020.
For T-Mobile, the phone is off.
We are going to go over those homicides, and as we work through this, probably during the daytime, but we have the locations, who the suspects are. There is a trial on one of the homicide suspects starting on Monday. You can imagine how difficult it's been with COVID to try to have trials take place, get juries separated for social distancing. It'll really be the first homicide trial during the COVID period, and we've been meeting with the judges to try to figure out what the best way is to hold a trial where you can have the jury socially distanced, the attorney socially distanced, and then of course all the family members in a murder trial that want to be there to look the suspect face to face. So we're anticipating a lot of anger and hostility in next week's jury trial, and we're just hopeful that we're able to, and we're going to separate the families. Actually, no, the families won't actually be in the courtroom, maybe a couple of each, but we're going to have separate rooms where people can view this. The jurors won't be in the traditional jury box because we have to separate the jurors for the trial to give them 6 foot separation and masks as well.
This is 782 Case Avenue. No burglary. Caller advising that they came home, found their door open, attempted to make contact with a lower level neighbor. Phone rang and then went busy.
782 case of burglary, but we're going to stop by this Kitson address and talk to the gang unit, see if they came up with anything good in their traffic stop.
Squad 174, checking your status.
So here we are at 7th and Kitson.
Copy 2354.
We're just pulling behind them and
The 366.
210. 210.
let's go find out what they did, huh?
Why not?
We'll be back in a
We'll be
minute.
10-8 from this call. Is there any way you can do this one and the one from Holiday? And then put us back out on the one from Holiday? 2-1. Go ahead. TPV 945 Rise, O'Brien. Where are you at Tuesday night? 2250.
If you want to advise medics, sounds like a possible seizure. Copy. 7121, 7125. 200. 25. 5239 Greenfield Avenue. There's people in a vehicle. People in a vehicle are knocking on the door, attempting to get into Tom's house. 200. Squad copy. 118 copy. With a squad to assist at 2029 Brewster Street. Tom Swikes with a Danco on it.
210. 210. Can you open up the race and pen call and put us back on it, please? Working on it.
And 118 and 184 vehicle is going to be a black Chevy Avalanche. AD, got it. 2357. 4780 is Thunder Valley. 286.
Hi.
Can you change it to a DOC and then update it as advised with comments?
Copy. Just CC advised him not to have any weapons of any kind if anything on it. Copy. $51.83.
Where's the first? You tell me the speed.
The squad to assist. 2943 Gold here for dad and neighbor arguing.
All right, well, they got the driver of this car has a warrant, but he also had the skimmer in there. And so what happens is you walk around, he walks around the parking lot, he slides this little skimmer into the credit card reader. And so you put your credit card in to get gas, and it registers to get gas, but it also skims or takes your credit card information. And so it skims your information. And so what he'll do is he'll walk around. And I don't know if the last 2 nights we were out on patrol, the same kid, and actually one of the suspects he did not get was the suspect in dreadlocks that we saw walking around that parking lot for every time we were in there. But now we know what they're up to. They're using a skimmer to steal credit card numbers, and then they'll produce a card that has the same number, and they'll use it to purchase other stuff, gas or whatever. At that point, once you get the credit card number, you can use it for anything. So it's a multi-million-dollar business skimming. And I'm not really sure how you can tell. You just got to look at where you put your credit card, see if there's an extra piece of machinery stuck in there. You know any more about those skimmers, Pat?
You know, I've gotten into the habit of I always tug
yeah,
on the where you put the credit card in to make sure it's firmly in place. Because if a skimmer will usually just pop right off when you pull on it.
Right. Well, it's a good crime prevention thing. It's nothing like having your credit card information stolen. So that's what they were up to there, and they had some intel that there might be a gun in the car. That's why we were trying to help them catch the guy. And as fate would have it, the guy they're looking for is in the parking lot of where we usually stop, so it's a little awkward. We're going up Payne Avenue on the east side. This is the East Precinct.
5995.
5995.
Show me off duty, 2975 Partridge Road, Loho 600.
Let's see what we got here. You know, I want to be careful not to repeat myself about people that have watched
Female has his keys to get
earlier shows, but
not making sense. It's unknown how she got them. Callers currently walked outside. 18 of it. 1 minute.
I don't know if my wife is still awake or she fell asleep, but
411, copy en route to the disorderly at 1295 Como Avenue at the Como Park Fire Pits. A lot of vehicles are gathered blocking the street. We now have an anonymous caller reporting a group of 10 on scene. We advise one black male had a gun with a laser headed in its front left pocket. Subject is a black male, 20 years old, 5'8", average build, wearing a light t-shirt, unknown colored pants. I know where the male is currently in the group. Vehicles are pulling away. Same cops now stated they heard a shot fired. People are physically fighting and chasing a female. I copy several squads en route in 2 minutes.
where's it at?
Was it the fire pits?
Squad 266. Go ahead. Courtesy ride to adult female to 724 5th Street, 74.8 on trip.
The address is the hot calls. Since we don't have a can. Well, we got a squad behind us.
261, advise with 283.
Update to the DOC at Como Park. There was a white sedan and black sedan that were chasing a female that was running on foot. Caller no longer sees the female. Hurries are headed westbound towards Hamlin.
110, what was the vehicle description again? Sorry.
We don't have the can up, just tell them.
All we have are a white sedan and a black sedan.
Copy. 210 case number.
I'm gonna pull this up.
155212.
This is the case call on the burglary that we heard earlier.
Thank you.
Just got it. Sounded like there wasn't anybody here, but we want to make sure we're.
Copy.
Thank you. 3 minutes.
This car is pretty old.
The laser. Possible shots fired, unknown. Where it came from.
Copy.
3 minutes.
Two six seven.
Any other neighbor here that
Been with the LEC, don't man.
782 case thinks that there's a burglary down below.
4 minutes.
Squads are going to search the building here.
110 copy. 111 copy.
Probably should head over to the fire. Can you hold at your left?
63 copy.
Sure.
Looks like this burglary has got plenty of cars. We got about 5 cars here. We got the building surrounded. We're gonna check it out, search it to make sure there's nobody inside. Let's go see what's happening at the fire pits in Como.
Had a number of calls there the last few weeks for large unruly gatherings and shots fired.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Actually. We're over here. The case in Walsh.
I need to plug in somewhere.
plenty of charge too if I need to. There's good. All right, so 12:05. I think Facebook will kick me off at about 1:10, 1:11. So we got another hour if you're still awake.
Tongue in cheek, one of my favorite spots.
Oh yeah, I met you there for lunch one time.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Tongue in cheek.
266, 23, 75.5 on the trip. 6 minutes.
Already through that it wasn't a shots fired, it was possible EPD. Looks like we got one vehicle that was just sideswiped. But it's about just want to keep looking around. It looks like everybody's dispersing.
Three 666, I copy. Clearing the area. 6 minutes.
We're at Payne in Maryland. We're about to go west on Maryland, and just for logistics, if you go west on Maryland, you run into right to Como Lake. And
6 minutes.
remember, Maryland is 1200 north, and on the back side of the lake, it's no longer Maryland. Then it turns into Como Avenue.
267, 23.
Technically, it's the same north-south, either Maryland or Como. And Joe, if you're trying to send us a picture of the CAD, we can't read that. We can't read that while we're on the fly. So we need an actual, just text them an address to Pat's phone. We have crime analysts that work till 2 o'clock that help us when we're on the street. They can run checks, warrant checks, send us pictures.
5185 is clear.
Copy.
Correct.
Copy.
Zoom in. So 1295 Como Avenue. Now that's the fire pits, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But there was supposedly shots fired there too. That's, who knows? We can actually probably, now that we got the CAD open, you can click on it if you want.
Touch screen.
Yeah, but these screens are the worst. I usually scroll down and then hit the arrow keys. Take the arrow keys, scroll down, and then when you're on it, hit the enter button. There. And you got to touch here and then scroll through the notes. Bottom ones first.
What, 266?
When my wife was young, she used to hang out at the fire pits too.
Oh, 10-8, I can start here, suspicious.
I don't know what kind of activity they did there then. But
says the
Comcast 10 River Park Plaza, 2 vehicles.
Oh, okay, that was the
And they're about 20 minutes.
what they were talking about. The shots fired may actually have been a car
hitting. Somebody got sideswiped. How many, does it say how many people are there?
dispersing.
222. Squad 222.
Just says they're all dispersing.
Says 266.
Well, let's go have a conversation with these youngsters. 444 West Maryland there, murder scene there. By the way, I was mentioning on our website, go to our menu on the Ramsey County Sheriff's website, and you can see a list of all the homicides in 2019 and 2020. We just posted that. We're also putting a list of all the shootings that aren't homicides together. And we know there's about 170 of those in St. Paul. If you saw the news tonight, Mayor Fry over in Minneapolis was talking about how the crime has exploded in Minneapolis, but they sent a letter to the 3rd and 5th precinct residents, warning them about the increase in crime. And there have been some news stories on that as well. So we certainly haven't seen the huge spikes here that Minneapolis has, but we've seen a definite increase in guns. So today I was over in Minneapolis at the New Salem Baptist Church meeting with some leaders in the black community about how we can stem this tide of violence. And then on Tuesday we're going to have another meeting over here at New Hope Church with Tyrone Terrell and Pastor Patterson and others.
Did we able to merge our traffic stop CN and
make sure that we have a strategy. We just can't allow this to go on where kids are retaliating against each other. So probably one of the biggest parts of my job is to work with community leaders on developing a strategy for them or helping them develop a strategy for prevention, intervention, and suppression. Here's the squad leaving the fire pits here. So I mean, we have to have a 3-pronged strategy if we're going to do this, and so a lot of good ideas are popping up, and eventually we got to approach Mayor Carter on some different programs that can help these kids. The best way to stop a gun, I think I said before, a job is the best way to stop a bullet. So even if we can't get them all, we can get some of the periphery players to decide to drop their guns and begin. It is our biggest challenge right now.
246, again, 155-246.
And it hasn't changed. I mean, Pat and I were working the streets back when the original Gangster Disciples, came here, and back in the early '80s, and it's evolved over time. But they're much younger now than they used to be.
Road E for that suicidal male. We got a new ping that came in at 0400 or at midnight 04.
Not much of a structure to the gangs these days
compared to the old days.
You can send me a pending.
Yeah, the Gangster Disciples came out of Chicago and they worshipped the Grand Hoover. All right, let's see if we can find the.
For within the past 15 minutes, the black male ran.
We're in Como Park now.
Hands grabbed the colors purse of the vehicle, left in an unknown colored SUV.
The main fire rings are right here, but sometimes they're in the woods. Oh, there's the squads up ahead here.
182.
Getting the kids to disperse.
I'm 10-8, and you can send me back to Fuller and Marion.
182 copy. It's for the same issue as colors. Son is requesting assistance to take his son to rehab. He'll be in a blue Kia Spectra.
Are they all gone?
175.
How many were there?
Not too many.
Not too many. Nothing.
No gun.
Nothing in the woods. That was a car accident instead of a gun.
Yeah, somebody sideswiped his car.
That's not intentionally or not? No. Sorry about that, buddy. See ya.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Yep, you bet.
How do I get out of this call now? Thank you.
So it looks like they all left. I thought there was a shots fired because his car got hit and sideswiped.
110.
Hearing a couple females scream for help. around the area, Hamlin and Midway Parkway. Any calls drop?
Hamlin and Midway Parkway. That's where we are.
Connected at this time.
Copy, can you show me in the area?
Did you guys hear something or what?
No, it was
Copy, unknown if it's related to the call at Como Park Fire Pit.
Okay, thanks.
Check the area.
No, where did he hear the woman screaming himself, or did he get a call?
northwest from here. So we'll head that way.
All right, very good. So the squad reported that
We're hearing a couple of females screaming near Midway Parkway in Hamlin.
Midway Parkway in Hamlin, a couple
Copy.
females screaming.
You can just keep the call.
Certainly.
So we will run up there and see if might be somebody that left here. So we're north on Hamlin from Como. So now we gotta listen carefully. Alright, so we're parked on Midway Parkway here, listening for All right, Nancy has a question about the shooting at Central in Kent. Yeah, that was an interesting case, Nancy, and I'm going to get the details of that. That was an accident with a stabbing and then shots fired. It was a complicated case, some retaliation, and then everybody running down to the hospital. But I'll get you more information on that case. In fact, I'll text you. I might have somebody call you on that one, give you some information, as long as I got your phone number. That was an interesting case. Let me just see what else we got. Hang on one second.
Thought that was you.
Are you the one that heard the screaming?
Yeah, I don't know what the heck. I went down the wrong way. My folks live down here.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna check by their house.
Where were you when you heard it?
Probably like right down there.
But you don't think it was in the woods then, huh?
It could have been. It was back that way for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the woods. It's probably back in there, huh?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna turn around too. I thought that was you. So.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, thank you. Well, we'll check in the woods with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up that path.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, you got it. Thank you. So let me see what else we got here.
Yeah, it made me laugh when you pulled over to say we were going to listen.
Yeah.
Somebody posted a comment. How many of you just turned up the volume to see if you could hear them?
Somebody asked about the University and Arundel shootings. Yes. Yeah, take a look on there. The locations of all the murders.
118, 184, or 123.
Okay.
Status.
So that's some interesting information, who the suspects are in jail. There are some of the homicides that we have not solved. We would love to have your input.
543 Como, upper unit. Uncle's been drinking, locked a 14-year-old caller, 16-year-old brother at bomb outside.
Well, we gotta go check to see if we can find this woman that was screaming.
Talking to a neighbor.
It's just,
Tom's gonna be waiting.
my guess is she probably left when the squads come, but something bad could have happened to her after she left them. But the officer that heard it said it could have came from the woods there on the east side of Hamlin. So we'll drive back there into the woods.
495, November, Lima,
Looks like that squad's over there. So
490.
Midway Parkway in Pascal. Usually we're here for the fair. $20 parking. Holy Childhood.
Remember, corn dogs, not Prono
Yeah,
Pups.
Holy Childhood there. It's my wife's alma mater.
182 copy.
How's it going?
286 Circle 4.
Everything all right? Yeah.
21.
Oh, yeah, no, we're just patrolling, just checking on people. We heard somebody called about a woman screaming in the neighborhood, so not around here.
Reptile cage.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got a couple reptiles at my house. Do you want them? What are those called? Those bearded dragons?
We got 2 bearded dragons and 3 chameleons.
You know, I got a 15-year-old, and he really doesn't feed them very often. You know those things can live forever if you don't feed them?
Yeah, mine is like this.
It's amazing how long they can live. You know?
Caller advising of a 2-vehicle accident.
Right. You guys take care.
Back advising of the party in a Tundra. Left the area, had a gun on him.
Where was that?
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Three, I copy.
And the plate that was given is going to be Delta Juliet Zulu 905, which is coming back on a 98 red Dodge Ram.
Down the one way
Not
here.
matching the description of the white Tundra originally
Looking
given.
for a young lady screaming.
Copy.
There's one that's able to assist.
Morris heading south, right, in Toronto.
And just to confirm, this male is on a bicycle or walking?
Yeah, usually you just can scroll around up there, tap on it when you see it.
It was east side, wasn't it?
In the middle of the street on Nebraska, facing White Bear.
Nebraska and White Bear.
All right, now we're gonna drive by the woods here, Pat. We'll see if
Okay, I'm gonna put this up here.
Hear anything in the woods? Squad said they were gonna hit the path. There is a path up in the woods up there.
164 copy, dangerous conditions, energy park driving, selling for racing in the area.
Oh, the racers are back. Let's go back there and catch some racers.
286 advised.
The other night we shoot 150 out of them.
Let's go.
Put a light right there.
Yeah. There. You want mine? You got
Traffic violation.
677 copy.
Oh, we got a person there. What's going on?
Hi.
Got a person walking out of the woods.
Myself and 123 can be 10-8, but it's on that energy park detail. We've been listening to them for 15 minutes.
What's going on?
24 copy.
What are you doing? Are you in the woods or what?
Copy.
Going for a walk? Yeah. Are you with somebody else?
Yeah, it was with my buddy.
Where is he?
Hold on, just throw my call back and pending real quick, and I'll be out on that racer detail as well.
Oh, you're looking for your sunglasses?
Yeah.
Is this your friend?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, we had a report of some women screaming. You didn't hear anything? All right. You guys just hanging out there?
123, 184.
Yeah.
And you can send me on your call.
So are you're friends with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were
118 copy.
back by the parking lot area.
Yeah.
Just sitting in the
Which
grass.
parking lot is that? Is that
I have no idea.
what comes in off the other road there?
I think it does. Yeah.
All right. Where do you guys live?
You know, I live in St. Paul, Cathedral Hill, but my friend of mine, Mike, lives down the block here.
Yeah.
He lives at 1460 Hamlin.
The race on energy
Sir,
park drive.
whereabouts do you live?
I'm in St. Paul.
Whereabouts?
He was described as an Asian male, large build, would be a
Well,
handgun.
just so you guys know, the parks are closed after dark. All right? So where's your car at?
Just around the corner.
300 copy.
Yeah, you're going to have
Actually, I'm actually going to. We're just going to walk over to Mike's.
That's fine. Yeah, you just can't be in after dark. You just can't be in the parks anyhow. It's like a.
I can't believe that somebody would. It's just.
Well, there was a big group down by the fire ring down there.
Oh.
Okay, and so we think there was an accident and the people fled, and so we were just checking the woods to see if we could see.
No, I understand.
So,
Yeah, no, we're
and then we saw him and crawling around in the bush in there. Like, what the heck? He said he's looking for his glasses.
Found them.
All right. Well, that's good.
Okay.
All right, you don't have to go back in there now, right? You're good? You got everything?
Yeah, I'm going to walk over.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right, well. All the parks technically close after 10 o'clock, you know, so. Good night. That's it. We'll go down by the racers.
Can you check the area around 2087 James Avenue for a possible drunk driver?
I know that some of the racing community monitors this feed, so we are coming over there. If you wouldn't mind texting your friends and tell them it's time to move on to Minneapolis, because sooner or later we are going to start writing tags.
Other type vehicle left the scene and did point a gun at the other driver. Ramsey northbound on White Bear. Information in 27 minutes.
That was a Maplewood call.
4332.
I'm going to scroll up there.
4332.
Did you say it was a white Tundra? Because I believe the plate they gave was David John 0905. Does it not match?
Negative, it does not match.
Use that arrow, that up arrow there.
Copy. It's a white Toyota Tundra up front.
That's the description that was given.
If you just click here.
Thank you.
Yeah, for 20 minutes.
Scroll up. Wait, is it up? Okay, and then is there a call there for?
Check code for 20 minutes.
Scroll down till you see a 4000 number.
4431, sir.
For the squad number.
Yeah, for Maplewood. I don't know what happened to that call. Maybe that's it, because it's close. Anyhow, we're going to go check out the racers here.
Good deal, name.
266 clarified 261 tank.
Right.
182 copy. Can you have him come back to the house and we'll meet him in the street?
Copy.
Well, last weekend we had about
174.
I'm code 4. They're from out of town, lost. I'm gonna.
150 racers down there. See what's showing up tonight.
Copy, I'm sorry, what was the cross street to St. Albans?
Carroll.
Copy, Carroll and St. Albans in 29 minutes.
But anyhow, take a look at our webpage. Go on there.
169 copy at 627 Aurora Avenue, Unit 401. Ex-boyfriend is trying to kick the door in. His name is Antonio Delaney, black male, 24 years old,
there's some
5
cars.
feet in build,
Maybe they did text
silver
him.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Caller said suspect's belongings outside, but he's still trying to get in.
Looks like.
Caller also has.
Oh yeah, St.
safety
Paul's
has
actually down
taken
here,
the
clearing the
suspect
lot out. That's
and
good.
116 to use back.
Oh yeah, we got some squads down here tonight.
Copy East November from White Bear. 905 Tango Tango Lima on the Silver Tundra and their topper.
Everybody's out of here tonight. Yeah, St. Paul jumped on it this week.
I'm going to be at Larpenter and Luella.
Good job, guys.
316, we'll be out with 310 as well.
Copy.
3923 traffic.
We'll head over to that 627 Aurora call.
Oh, they have McKnight, Boyd Paul Robert, 750.
Right up at Dale and University, right behind there.
I'll be up with the con. Can you add Alpha Zulu uniform 848?
Copy.
Just woke up.
31 minutes. What was the cross on Larpenter?
Luella.
Copy, thank you. Copy. 32 minutes.
There's another squad.
Got some information from Joe on the Aurora call.
627, yep. What's it say? Go ahead, read it. Yeah, I did copy. There was a domestic kicking in the door, but they got
323 to 4.
It's Antonio Delaney, aka Flip.
Going to 4.
Okay. Does he know him? Sound like?
Yes.
Not a. Has he got some history? Must have.
He's got a. He's there in violation of a Danko.
Okay.
Domestic abuse no contact order.
Okay, it's good to know. See if he can. Joe, if you can send us a picture of the domestic abuse violation on Aurora, then we'll have it in case we see him walking away from the scene.
3-year-old is inside the apartment with the caller. She put the suspect's belongings outside, but he is still trying to get in.
Running eastbound or westbound on Aurora.
There you go. The suspect just took off westbound.
Field took off running westbound Aurora, 33 minutes. 3 minutes.
It's terrifying. I'll tell you what. When you get an order on someone and they come back,
Go away if I was racing toward.
you just know that they're going to violate that order. They're
631 AM.
They're willing to.
261,
Clear right.
They're willing to do. They're willing to take a risk.
513 Mondoman, loud music next door.
So, backing women up on these domestic violence orders is top priority for us. We just so many homicides occur as a result of a domestic situation. We work very closely with domestic assault.
177, the silver chunk.
266, clear advised, I can go with 261.
211. Wearing a silver jumpsuit that's hooded up, has a backpack.
There we go.
So, alright.
3183.
Alright, we got a picture sent to us by our analysts. We got a description as well.
34 minutes.
So our goal is to find him, arrest him for violation of the order for protection, and let this poor woman be able to sleep with her 3-year-old in peace. just double check that description. I thought you said it was like a silver jumpsuit with a backpack. Because this is an undercover car, we don't have a mount for the computer. Just quite often I'm using this as undercover. It doesn't have sheriff department plates.
Silver
either.
jumpsuit.
In a backpack or not? So
no.
It's a little more awkward
mentioned.
when you don't have a mount in the car to be able to.
I'm the mount.
Yeah. So, but we're down to Victoria University. It was running westbound, but we're gonna jog over here at Avon. Remember, we're 3 blocks from 627. See if we can find anybody with a silver jumpsuit on. And what's his first name? Delaney?
Antonio.
Antonio.
AKA Flip.
Calling flight 23 in the area.
36 minutes.
Now, seriously, the odds are he probably had a car in the neighborhood, but we're close to one of my favorite people, Reverend Daryl Spence.
3923 on traffic.
Does an awesome job serving the community. Been a pastor at New Hope and
Assisted with 175, and you can put me on the domestic.
what do we got here? That looks like a burned out car, man.
Sure does.
That car had a fire. Reverend Spence is kind of one of the anchors in the neighborhood. Drive by your house in a little bit, Reverend Spence. I know your wonderful wife, Beverly.
169.
Probably.
You want to try and get a perimeter started?
Maybe still up. Beverly, Bev, if you are, thanks for watching. We're in the neighborhood.
631 is OFP all we have. Can you advise?
Did they find
177. I lost them at Aurora and St. Albans. We can talk to the comp and see what we have.
Was he still westbound?
Affirmative. .2401 prior at Norwood Inn. We have a female at the address yelling, refusing.
Turn the scan off so we can just focus on this call. I guess the real question is, did he walk here or did he drive here? If he drove, he probably would have parked a little closer than a block away. If you got your flashlight, but one of these cars, there was people getting out or getting into.
Which one?
Put them on both of them right here. I don't know. Anybody in there? No. How about this one?
Towards 123 and 184.
Maybe
Copy
they-
and route to the noise complaint at Princeton and Cleveland. For loud parties.
Maybe they were just
6
hitting the
in
lock.
the middle of the road at 39 minutes.
Princeton and Cleveland. How's it going?
Hello.
Yeah, down here, Aurora Block Club area. I've been to a lot of Aurora Block Club meetings down here.
121.
Spent almost 20 years working this neighborhood in Frogtown.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in cash. Can you log me out so I can log in?
121 copy.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of squads in this neighborhood right now looking for that guy, saturating him. Well, Rev Spence, we are in front of your house. We Yeah, check this guy out across the street.
Cisco 152-177.
375.
Do we know if he
TG.
drove to the address or on foot to the address?
How's it going? Good. You see somebody run by in a gray jumpsuit?
177, I just got back to talk to the cop. So I'm not sure, but he took off on
Did
foot.
ya?
He was sprinting pretty fast.
Do you
so I
live
couldn't
around
get
here?
him.
Right there? Okay. You know Reverend Spence?
Copy. Just confirm if he
Rev
drove there
Spence?
or walked there.
Across his kitty corner? You don't know him?
177.
Yeah. Good man, right? Treat him good. He's a good person. No. Good. How are you? Good. Does your phone work better outside or not? You just like it out here?
I just came outside because I didn't want to be in my house too long.
All right. What's your first name?
Huh?
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah, just first name. I'm not writing it down. I'm just introducing myself. I'm Bob.
Oh, my name's Remy.
I'm Bob Fletcher. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
See you. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks. It's all good. Yeah.
And 177, FYI, he was attempting to walk southbound on Dale when I saw him, so I don't know if he'll head back that way.
Yeah, he went to Grotto. I'm sure he's making his way to the walk bridge. That is probably where we should have gone in the
Copy,
first
Dale was
place.
attempting to walk southbound on Dale on police arrival.
Right here, this walk bridge at... we're gonna think it's down one more block. Yeah. This is where people, when they wanna get out of the area, they go to the walk bridge either at Grotto, over the freeway, or down to Chatsworth. But probably by now he's already made it here. Should have actually probably checked here first. Glad to say it's peaceful in the city of St. Paul, relatively speaking. Gotta remember, slow is good. Because that's what we want. We want a safe city. It may not make for the best viewing, but it ultimately is our goal to be out here to try to...
174, I copy her, taking the call in area 2087 James, checking for a possible DK driver. Do you need another squad to assist?
Sorry if I get... I try to be quiet when there's calls coming.
I'll let you know, thanks.
Copy, 43 minutes.
Right down here below this walk bridge was one of the first protests to close down Interstate 94. If you remember back when the protest in Minneapolis, I think it was following the Jamal Clark incident. And, no, it was the Philando Castile. I take that back. And eventually, so I wasn't part of monitoring the protest, but I was up on this bridge watching the police activity and the protest. And,
321.
that was quite an effective protest to shutting down that freeway for some time.
174, copy, go ahead, traffic.
94 westbound, head Cretan, Minnesota plate 715, Romeo, Golf.
Copy, westbound 94 at Cretan in 44 minutes.
Well, I'm disappointed with all the squads we had on this call that could have corralled up suspects.
It would have been nice to let the woman have
125, copy, thank you, 44 minutes.
Peaceful
night of peace.
Yeah, that's one thing about it. Just you never know when they're coming back, and depending on what substances they're using or drinking, the violence just escalates. It's just It's no fun to worry like that. The good news is at 627 Aurora, there's always help nearby if you have time to get to the
copy at 750 Milton for a noise complaint. Loud party near the barbecue pits at the address, about 8 to 10 people outside. 116, can you assist?
Yeah. We'll run up there.
182, I will.
See if we can chat.
182, copy, thank you, 45 minutes.
It's just north of Minnehaha there.
110, cancel 182.
Something wrong there.
110, copy, 182, you can be clear.
182, copy.
45 minutes.
Yeah, that's one thing about summer weather. A lot of people like to go out and cook outside, and even in their front yards. Sometimes it's more easy to manage a cookout in the front yard. And at some point, people do start calling about the noise. This car's been parked here from before, so we're just going to check on this one real quick.
177, your caller's en route. It's not with you already.
Everything okay?
46 minutes.
Pardon me? Oh, no problem. We're just checking on you. Have a good one. Thank you.
You show us today, and can you go back to James?
185, copy.
Back to University in Victoria. We're gonna remember University is 480 north, so this is 480 north. We're going up to 750 North Milton for this loud noise and people outside. So if you add 240 numbers to 480, that gets you up to Minnehaha, which is that's 720, and then we're just a little bit north of there. So
121 on a block.
Apartment complex.
we used to have our original team precinct office was right up here on the pond in Milton. We're going to drive kind of by it at the Wilder office. Actually, Pat and I worked there.
Clear GOA with 184. You can send us to.
It was a small house.
Jump driver and cancel
when we had precincts. And
185.
Right up the hill here.
Let's go 185. We copy that. Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
I don't know. If I was watching this tonight, I would feel good about St. Paul's crime level tonight.
1740.
You know, I do want to say though that if you want to know what happens during the week, there is a group on Facebook called the St. Paul Police and Fire Scanner Group. You can ask to be a member there, St. Paul Police and Fire Scanner Group, and people that listen to the scanners post what's going on. And sometimes in the morning I get better information from the scanner group than any place else because people are listening.
And the CAD Mark 910267.
I did want to say that you can purchase a quality scanner for $150 maybe that scans all these. So
you can cancel 110. Include us advised with 110.
What the heck? We should be right here.
Milton.
Oh, we're going to Milton?
Yeah.
Oh, not Victoria. Okay, got it.
Clear 40 minutes.
One block over. This apartment complex, one of the reasons I come here is this apartment complex has had a number of shootings. Gang-related, shots fired.
smell the barbecue.
You see anybody in there?
Not seeing it.
See a squad in there yet or not?
Not yet. Oh, they're over on the. They're about to make the block.
They're where?
They were coming. They were coming up Victoria.
The squad?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the barbecue. We'll go visit with the people in the barbecue. In a kind way. How's everybody? How's the barbecue?
Hey, it was delicious.
Good. We don't want to ruin the barbecue. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I figured, it wouldn't surprise you, though, that some of the neighbors are calling now, huh? It smells good. It smells really good. Who's cooking? How come we didn't get an invite? Huh? Ah. Yourself? This is a beautiful night out, isn't it? Just, you know what? I don't know. I think you should keep going. It's so beautiful. Keep going. It's just so good. Next weekend. Yeah, don't come any more than 6 feet. But go ahead. Oh, you're good. You're good. Your 6 feet's good. Yes, sir.
What are they doing wrong over here?
Oh, there's a noise ordinance, and after 10 o'clock, people call. We usually wait till 12 o'clock before we enforce it.
You'll get the next one, my man.
Yeah.
Right. On the weekend?
Well, there is a noise ordinance. People try to sleep, but we don't make the laws.
Okay.
And
they ain't tripping. They just being real.
It looks like a lot of fun, though.
Hey, give you a plate. I'm gonna make sure you get one.
I'll be here next week. Come early.
Hey, my name's Willie. I'm gonna make sure you get the next one. You want a plate, a real motherfucker.
All right, Willie.
Plate.
My name's
That is Willie.
Okay, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
Scott. Don't get too close. Go around the other side.
Come around the other side.
I'm doing nothing but eat. Goddamn Pat.
How are you, Willie?
Trying to eat, man. I don't do nothing but try to act right. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I do my thing. We gonna have some food in it.
But you're gonna be cooking here next weekend?
I always cook.
You gonna hook me up with a plate if I swing by?
Don't fuck with me, Pat. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, I know your ass. You know me.
Yes, sir.
I just keep it 100. I done changed my life in every fucking
Good
time.
for you, Willie.
Good for you.
I just live my life and just take care of my family and they take care of me. It's just being real. That's all. So what?
Good to see you, Willie.
Okay, you too, goddamn.
God bless. God
I
bless.
don't forget nothing. You know what I'm talking about?
All
I
right.
ain't no bad guy.
No.
Shit, I just do it.
No, you're not.
Take care of my family. Let's do this shit.
That's what it's all about, man.
Have fun, man.
You live in these buildings, Will, or not?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I'm on the east side. But
Okay.
I come over here to tribute with the money. Food, whatever we got to do around this motherfucker, as long as you're respectful. Long as you're respectful.
All right.
God
Well,
bless
might
you.
see
You know,
you
I
next.
tell you the truth.
Might see you next weekend earlier and get a
And you will
plate.
get a plate. Man.
All right, man.
Let's do this shit.
Take
For
care.
real. Let's take care of our people, as we say.
All right.
I love y'all. I
You
love
too.
you.
Hey, love you
know I
too,
know you,
Willie.
Pat. You know I know you.
Absolutely.
I love you, my nigga.
Love you too,
Love
man.
you, my nigga. I love you.
All right.
Have a good night, folks.
Have a good night, guys. Well, hopefully we can navigate. Hopefully Willie doesn't have the COVID. He's practically hugging Pat in the window. So
Known Willie for,
yeah.
gosh, 30 years.
What do you think? Can I squeeze through here?
Ooh,
We
barely.
We're good.
You got it.
All right. Well, a little barbecue in between the tables. That was just for the record. Pat's sanitizing from the hug. You just never know nowadays, you know. You got to be friendly, but you got to be careful
We're
too.
gonna go
Indeed.
westbound north from Rice, Echo Whiskey, 051. Sorry, Rice, 55.
All right, we got about 10 more minutes before Facebook is going to shut us off. And my apologies when we do. But we'll do something during the week. But again, go to take a look at those homicides. We're going to talk more about them. We're going to also post information on all the shootings and the addresses of all the people that have been shot this year. And there are some homicides that haven't been solved. There are some homicides where the suspects are out on bail, and we know some people are trying to retaliate against them. There's some homicides with some trials coming up, and pay attention next week. There's going to be some tense times in City Hall. We're going to have some extra bodies over there to make sure that there's no problem during that trial. Pat and I might actually we're going to stay out here till 2 o'clock. And if anything significant happens, we'll try to log on again. I don't know if Facebook will let us do that, but if for some reason we spot a stolen car or jump in a chase, we'll try to pump it out live. Hopefully most of you will be asleep, but we'll generally work till...
766 over the air now to the intoxicated male standing in the middle of the street yelling with a bottle in his hand, 986
Work
Rose
till
Avenue,
2. Hey,
57 minutes.
would love your opinions on anything. I mean, it's been a strange night because that accident kind of put us, out of play for a while. But if you got an idea for the name of this Facebook event, we'd love you to send it to us either on the phone, 651-448-3810, 448-3810, or put a comment on there and let us know. Give us some good feedback about how we're doing. We're just, like I said, we're really just a couple street cops just out patrolling, and we really don't know if our production, Ian, I saw we did get a professional critique. He thought the sound and the video was pretty good quality. The video is a lot better when it's light out, even because of the high definition, but it's good for us to know. We are going to start taking some phone calls in the future here so people can call in. We can have some conversations about different topics. We'll probably have you text us your topic and then call you about it as well. But Pat, any closing comments? We got about 5 more minutes.
Yeah, this was it's a good thing, but it was an unusually quiet night for a Friday night, and which is a testament both to our police officers and to the good citizens of St. Paul.
Yeah, those cops are doing a great job. You saw some of those gang officers on that stop. Well, I'll tell you what, you're not going to find a finer group. I'm just going to mention them by name. Sean Campbell, Shanoa Peck, and Tony Dean. Those are 3 of the finest, smartest officers that are around, and it's just a pleasure watching them focused on the most serious offenders.
That was actually the first time I ever met Shanoa in person. We've been Facebook friends for a long time, but never met her in person until now.
In the area of 1017 Raymond Avenue at 59 minutes.
198 code 4 for now. Can I get one more routine?
Squad that can assist Clark and Rice. Team.
Western and Concordia, just to the right here, was... Actually, I'm going to turn down here because I hear some noise, but this is where we had the shots fired a couple nights ago. I want to go by the
169 case number is 155269. Again, 155269.
Yep.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, right here on Central was a recent shooting incident. Right here. And then right down Western and Concordia was a recent murder.
123.
We don't,
last call's clear.
we don't
GOA
have,
was a 174.
we don't have anybody in custody on the Western and Concordia, and that's a problem because there's a dead person and no one's in custody, and that always breeds a little bit of hate and anger in the community and the victim's family. So the homicide unit is actively working the case, but there's a couple evidentiary pieces. There's 2 people that fired guns in this particular incident right here. And so they have to wait for some evidentiary analysis before they can conclusively charge somebody. So and then again in the Cody Pollard murder over there in Minneapolis, Cody was by the way, Troy, you got Cody's brother. You got my number. I don't know. Feel free to call me so we can talk. I want to talk about your feelings about the police. But so anyhow, in the Cody Pollard case, there's 3 suspects arrested. 2 are out on bail. So that always.
Oh, it's a 2-way now. I haven't been over this side of town.
Oh, here's the memorial.
5185 single.
To B.J. Adams. Yeah.
$51.85 Tango. Area track 36 Dale. There was a vehicle swerving on the highway. Exited Dale, unknown direction. Back black Pontiac. First part of the plate is Charlie at Yankee uniform.
There's far too many of these memorials.
Property of Selby Avenue, that shirt says there. Very sad. All right, well, feel free to comment afterward, and we'll be on live sometime this week. If you like my partner, Pat, make a request for him.
I'd be happy to ride with you anytime.
He's a good person. It's
like the good old days.
It's nice having backup. We put Pat on surveillance over at the holiday station for a while. That's why we didn't want to take a burn because I was in uniform. So he walked over there in plain clothes. If you're wondering where he disappeared to for a little bit, he was looking for the skimmers.
316 will be out.
Looking for the skimmers.
Copy,
6 will be out with the party at 953 Rose.
All right, we are going to
copy out at 953 Rose with the party at 105.
Turn down Selby here in a minute, and then we're gonna pull over and shut off. Thank you so much for those of you that kept watching or reviewing.
The living room.
We're shocked that about the last video had ended up having 30,000 views from Monday night. That's amazing. I'm glad you're interested, and hopefully this one will be as well received. And keep sending us ideas for the name of the show. And we're on Selby eastbound. You can see the Eco Lab in the distance, coming by Nina's and W.A. Frost. Omar Jamal, my good friend Omar Jamal, if you're still awake, I'll call you as soon as we get through here. I know you called me earlier. I know you're not in Nina's because it's closed, but
he has a handgun. He's the one who pulled the gun out on the club.
Where's that call at, Pat?
Thank you, Squad 100. You copy as well?
We're getting
100 copies.
106.
Just so
Copy.
Scroll up.
An update. The second suspect was also a black male. Caller saw his gun in the pants handle sticking out. Unknown further description.
Weapon here, 1619. Alright. Hit the. That's why I just use the enter button. Scroll up with the arrow one more and hit that enter button. It disappears sometimes. There you go. Alright. So there's a guy with a gun in the living room of 1619 University. It's like a social club.
220.
Down there. We're going to run down there. I'm sure it'll be fine. But
Comparison code information MTC for us.
we don't want to get shut off by Facebook, so we're going to